in voice chat. I'm actually for some reason watching from Smash's perspective. How do I flip that? I can really flip it. There you go. So Jarl is black. You have this really weird setup. And you have pieces in hand as well. So it's house. It's a proper house game.
Yes, we played two just regular grand matches.
You're kind of inching your pieces forwards in a very kind of shy way. Yeah.
I think it comes from playing the engines, where the engine just destroys you if you make one single misstep.
I see. So he's got some dark square attack, and you've actually also got some dark square attack. And really just going to give up. He's going for this d5 square, and you just back off. Okay, well, I'm actually up to the current position. Okay, so you got to attack on his bishop, and he just backs off himself. Ah, it's such a huge board. He's just going to sack that, yeah. Well, if he's not with us, I feel bad about kibitzing.
I think it's all fun. It's for the to get people aware of the game.
Yeah.
I invited him in, but I think he just prefers to concentrate.
So just to check, he is in the server maybe, but not on, but he isn't in voice. Is the situation? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what's happened in the last few moves? I'm playing quite quickly. So I saw that. Saw this. He backed off. He's really going on this dark square attack. Takes. Knight takes. So, like in theory, you can drop a pawn on h9, right, and then queen.
No, I can only drop pawns. He can drop pawns up to the 7th rank, so where 7 is, and then I can't. I can drop pawns up to 4.
Okay. So that's quite different from Crazyhouse.
Yes, and UB Dip, I think, and some of the people in the pychess have expressed a bit of skepticism about that because, Grand Chess was invented by Christian Freeling, and he sort of had maybe some. That's a nice move by him. Idiosyncratic ideas about how the game should really be. So you can't promote to pieces that have, unless that you've already lost that piece.
Oh yeah. That's old rules of Crazyhouse, by the way. So things have moved on since then.
I'm trying to not lose too much time on the retreating, but I've actually managed to do that because I'm attacking his queen here. But if he pushes a pawn, at least he's spending some of his material.
Yeah.
I might just go back, so the pawn is pinned, and he's spent a pawn, and I'm covered up at the back there.
He's celebrating. He's going to put a pawn, by the way, on h6. No, because he's not allowed to. Okay, yeah, sorry, h8. He's not allowed to.
But yeah, he can hop in with the knight. I'm not sure how good it is, but it looks good to me. I might just give up that piece.
It's just annoying. And then that piece is going to hit you on the back rank, potentially. Not yes, your back rank's covered for now, but I don't know why you didn't just take.
Well, I have 2 archbishops, so I'm thinking I'm just going to give the archbishop back. Actually, the real problem is I just hung the e-pawn.
Oops. Yeah.
That's okay. Maybe. To be very flexible in your thinking with this game.
Well, he's also
in the engine at this twice at level 8 now. Is so there's room for like human creativity here, which is what I like.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be opening up the E file as well. That's what is dangerous. You're basically short of material.
Yeah, I wish I had spent all my savings, maybe.
Well, there's a pawn hanging, right? No, it's not.
Which pawn?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I thought that pawn was hanging.
It's okay. Yeah, the G pawn is not hanging. Yeah, I mean, what I don't like is he's opening up the rook file. That's.
I think I've got like bishop at G3, and I think he's suffering just as much as me.
That's if you get to play it. I just realised as a spectator I can't make arrows on the board. It's rather sad.
You can't?
No.
Oh, actually, I might just be screwed. Yeah, I'm screwed. I didn't see this. I underestimated it.
Ouch. I can just use a knight now.
Yeah, I'm completely busted.
Yeah. He can hit you with a
Well,
a knight on f5.
yeah.
Takes with the rook. Now I'll use a bishop, archbishop thingy. Actually, he can just move his knight in, his knight to h. Oh, he wants to back rank you, but he can't use pawns in the back rank. I mean, so I was thinking about he can go knight h6, knight h6, king i9. Okay, he wants a new archbishop at h8 maybe. An archbishop at h8. That's actually really nasty, because then where do you go? You'd have to go towards. You'd have to go to the H file. And then you could have a knight on J something, maybe. Okay, he's trying to get more pieces. Actually, yeah, it's quite interesting wanting to put that piece there because it's going to cut stuff off. Just going to take a pawn, I guess.
Yeah, he just takes the pawn. Might as well resign, really. I guess this is more for the benefit of your viewers that I'm even playing out.
But we want to see the mate, right? Hi there, Ominous. Ominous says he's feeling out of the loop. Okay, so we're on a site called pychess-Variant. I'll just give the link to anyone in the Twitch chat. So he could take another pawn, by the way. That'd be fun. Yeah, he does that. I still can't see the mate, though. He's just taking all your pieces, that's all. Now... Huh. He's just taking more pieces, exactly. It's like, I still can't see the mate.
Archbishop G6.
He did that, indeed. And that's checkmate, okay. with like two archbishops. And what's the other one called again? The rook and knight?
The Chancellor.
Chancellor, okay.
The names vary from game to game though, because S-Chess calls them different stuff.
Yeah, elephant.
Which is pointless, but it's whatever.
Elephant and hawk. I know.
Yes.
I know the S-Chess ones. That's an elephant. That's a hawk. So, have you started a new one? You have. Cool.
Yes.
Oh, you're already on move, whatever. You play this game quickly. Okay.
Yeah, we played just regular Grand last night. Actually, we played 2 nights in a row. Smash won the first match, and I won the second match. So now we've decided to go to the Grand House.
I see. Yeah, I mean, it's more fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm really interested in taking that piece.
Which piece? I can't see any piece on offer. Oh, I'm behind the action. I'm behind the action. No wonder.
Oh,
okay. Okay, I thought I was up to the action. But yeah, okay, I got you. You don't have to take the piece because it's not threatening you, so it's a pain.
I know. I mean, it would technically be winning material, but I'm not really interested in that. I'm interested in.
I really wish I could draw arrows. I'm gonna have to complain to GB Tommy. You got a free pawn there. Yeah. He's going to be annoyed. Okay, now what? Well, now you could take it if it was useful. Ooh. Didn't expect that. I was expecting something like take it and then dump it on G7 because I'm crazy. But maybe it just doesn't do anything.
My move kind of sucked.
I mean, you could always just like back off to J5 and you're a diagonal away from the knight. Nothing's wrong.
Oh, that's interesting.
See, the problem with this is he can move that knight. You didn't see what? Oh.
Being greedy.
Yeah. The thing is, at some point he's got knight to G5, which is kind of annoying. Maybe.
If knight G5, I just slide the rook out. I slide the marshal, chancellor, whatever the hell it is, and I'm still hitting the J8 pawn. So I think it's okay.
Okay. It just feels like that knight's pretty active. And it's threatening a pawn drop near your king, potentially one day. Okay, so it's to take or not to take while you can. You could take it and dump it on the back rank. I mean, I'm not saying it's good. Like, it's not good, but I'm just saying, in theory.
Okay, so he wants to hold on to the material.
It's true.
How long have we got? Okay.
He was attacking your archbishop, yeah, with that marshal or whatever you call it, chancellor. How long have I got? Well, it's midnight here, so I've got all night.
Good, because we've been going for hours. The video I uploaded last night of the grand match was 2 hours.
Right. I just did a tour. I mean, I was basically just like finished teaching today because it's Friday, and then I did a 2.5-hour training session of Crazyhouse 960 with one of my teammates. And actually lost 2 games to 1. So you can see the games on pychess. He's got good rooks, I have to say.
I find Crazyhouse 960 really difficult. I've been practicing at it, but
so I haven't. I mean,
you guys saw me get killed.
I've played hardly any games. No, you have to remember, Pepe is 4,000 at tactics on chess.com. So he's basically very, like, he's still, like, he's now been playing also crazy. Like, maybe like 6 months ago, he didn't really understand crazy. He was still very good, but he didn't really understand Crazyhouse. But I think he's played a lot, and so basically, like, he really does he does understand Crazyhouse a lot better than. Oh, it promotes on the 3rd rank. Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah.
So he really does understand Crazyhouse a lot better than he used to, firstly. Plus, he's like 4,000 tactics on chess.com. So he is really strong at tactics. Like, even if he didn't understand, meaning even if he did have like conceptual flaws in his game, his tactics are amazing. So he beat Duvid 3-1. And if you look at those games, like in the first one, he's actually completely losing, but he finds this like amazing tactical combination to like win the game. It's really cool. So he's sort of dangerous, a little bit dangerous. In normal Crazy House, the first time I played him in the league twice, and the first time we drew 1-1, and the second time I beat him 2-0. But that's because the second time he wasn't in the mood to play, basically. And usually he is in the mood to play. Oh, this looks so nasty. This game is not going well. Oh, this is not really not.
Oh,
good.
yikes!
That queen is landing.
I forgot the promotion rule.
I mean, the knight is guarding the queen at least, but that's the only kind of. He might just dump it on a2 even. Just run away to a2 where you can't trouble him. And then.
You mean move this to a2?
Yeah. Like, why not? And then put a queen on c3.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad.
And then put a queen on c3, basically. It's like, anyway. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying even that is possible. Hang on, he's also you can't take on e4 because the knight's defending. Is the problem. I mean, it's sort of tempting, rook takes pawn, king takes marshal, king takes chancellor, rather, then a queen drop on d4, but you just run back and it's like almost mate, but not quite. I guess he can win a knight then, but still like not quite there. Oh no, he wins a pawn. He wins a pawn. Yeah, rook takes pawn is rook takes pawn is really tempting. So rook takes pawn, the idea is if king takes marshal, new queen in, he has a pawn in hand, so you have to run back, drops a pawn on c3, you have to run back to d1, and then maybe queen takes knight, and in the meantime he's fairly safe. I quite like rook takes pawn, I like it.
I like it for black too.
Yeah.
I think he might be worried about what happens if I start dropping the heavy pieces around his king. I don't think there's anything for white yet.
No. No,
you need a second heavy.
No, you're very well defended. I mean, even if he had two heavies, I can't see anything. You can just block on the I10.
So, I've been doing a bit of writing on chess.com, and like I've been kind of pondering, like, why don't these variants like play these kinds of weird variants? Like, what's the any thoughts on that?
Sorry, I think you got a little bit cut off. So I heard you've been writing on chess.com, and you're wondering why.
Yes.
Why?
Variants.
What about variants?
People don't play these variants.
You mean why they don't play as much?
Right. I mean, variants players don't even play these variants.
Oh, these variants. Okay, so like personally, yeah, I mean, like even personally, I'm really interested in ZH960. I really love ZH960, but it's just like a time thing and also an ease thing. Like playing on the app. Oh, what? He was threatening rook takes pawn, but okay. I'm trying to think. He is still threatening rook takes pawn, by the way.
Well, rook takes pawn gives me a tempo to respond, but he's also threatening to take on c2 and then drop a queen.
Yeah, but he could have gone rook takes pawn just now. But anyway, and I don't see what you do against it. Yeah, so it's like a time thing. So the people who are interested in variants, like the more So what I find actually, even myself, right? Obviously, I like Crazy House, but if I play a lot of Bughouse on chess.com, that does mean I play less Crazy House. So, like, my first reaction would be, come on, there's no competition between Bughouse on chess.com and Crazy House on Lichess. But actually, there is. Because the people who would want to be playing Crazy House on Lichess, if Bughouse becomes more popular on chess.com, actually, it is the same people who are playing. Who are playing both things. I mean, not exactly the same people, but so it is true that, and people just have finite amount of time. And actually, what makes the site successful are the people like Metin48 on Lichess, who literally plays like 6 or 7 hours a day. I mean, that's what really makes a site successful. And on chess.com, it's people like Angelina Carly or something, just who are just continuously on the site. Like even whether they're nice people or not, they just completely keep the site running from the fact that if people like that aren't there, there's just no fluidity. And you want human beings, obviously. You don't want to have bots playing. As there's a chess poker site that was set up called something like Choker or something online. And the appeal of that is you can play it on your phones. It's just an app. But most of the people playing on it were actually just bots. So that's a good way of turning someone off a site. So so a site like this just wants people to play, right? So you set up a bot so that people play. I mean, like Fairyfish, but except at least you know Fairyfish is a bot. So they set up these bots pretending to be human beings, and it's just the biggest charade. Okay, so you're gonna flag him then, Jarl? Flag.
I would like to, but he's got the increment, so I've got to try and actually defend honestly.
Yeah. That's gonna be a +3 flag. I think the first problem is how to get that darn queen out of your house. And the frustrating thing is he could even take your rook. I mean, I'm not saying it's good, but the problem is he even could. Okay. Oof, your bishop's hanging. No, it's not. Okay, fine.
Oh, isn't it?
No, I know. I'm just stupid.
Just everything else is.
Exactly, yeah. Okay. At least you got lots of pieces around your king. I think this queen maneuver on the king side is quite cunning from him because it's like attracting your pieces away from your king, and then he's going to come back to your king. But he has this like one piece attack. And it's like the first thing you learn in chess is one piece attacks don't work. Well, they're not supposed to
I just
work.
hung my archbishop. Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. I said they're not supposed to work.
All right. I've got to try and do better for you.
He just got this like a bee inside your possession and just buzzing around taking all your pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to load up your profile. And how have you played so many moves already? It's like
it's all theory.
It's all theory, exactly. Probably is though. You've been playing against a computer. Okay.
I mean, there's like such a narrow range of moves that you see against the computer because like the computer just always plays the same way.
Oof. You're going to be a bee in his bonnet now.
Yes. I feel like when I try it, it doesn't work. When he tries it, it works.
Yeah, you just back off. Yeah, exactly. Okay, light square issues. Mayday.
Yes.
Push.
Yeah, I probably should have. I'm sorry. He still needs to get a pawn in his hand.
Yeah, I know. Okay, his archbishop is very active. And just as I said that, he activated it. Oh, he did have a pawn. Oh, this is not nice. I mean, basically his plan is just dump a piece on d7 and Yeah, that's just like his anchor. So maybe, wait a second. Maybe take on e6?
This one? I was going to do that anyway. All right. If we have the approval of okay, then it's probably good. Rook.
Oh, that's nasty. I think something went wrong, but I'm not quite sure what. I'm not. Yeah, maybe taking that knight was not so smart. So where's the counter? His Chancellor's actually doing a good job protecting everything. I mean, I think the key is your Archbishop. Yeah, I think, yeah, you kind of, if you want to shift that knight. The problem is that knight's going to come into, to g6. Oh, he doesn't do that. I think you'd better take that, yeah.
I'm just getting owned. I've got to figure him out still.
I missed that. Yeah, we got to play till mate. Because we have to figure out how mates work in this game. Ah, that bishop is just looking out of place.
I wanted him to spend a piece.
Yeah, but you spent a piece.
But he's got the initiative, so deal that.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
This still sucks. Okay.
I can't see anything decisive for him. You can go. Yeah, you're actually covering almost all the squares in your back rank apart from c10. Actually, there is a sense to the move, the check you gave, because it defends your Chancellor. If ever he went something like Queen c10 and you didn't want to block the Chancellor, you can now go Knight f10. And your Chancellor is protected by the bishop. Lots of choices. A bit penned back, like you're all stuck in your 3 rows, basically, all your pieces. I mean, no fault of your own. But hang on, you could take the Archbishop. Okay.
Oh no, I definitely should have. I don't know what I'm doing. It's okay. Oh, what the heck? Alright, I'm starting to suck now. This might be the first ever Grand House tilt. That'll be something.
Okay, so where's the mate?
Yeah, Queen H9.
Queen h9, he just takes it with the rook.
Oh.
Or with the...
Okay, so Archbishop takes.
You can... Oof. Yeah, I just don't get it.
We both missed that.
He's actually out of pieces, pretty much, right? I mean... He's got knight takes rook, though. It's annoying. So Archbishop takes.
Mm-hmm.
But then rook takes. I think you have to. Yeah, and then try and mate him.
there's no mate there. I'm still dead. Still busted.
It's still busted. Yep. So where's the mate? Let's see. I still don't see it, but if you can get your king going to G9, then he has mate with the last. No, even then I can't see it. I'm so bad. There is something. What is it? Bishop? Yes, takes the bishop, and then one of the two bishops. Yes, no, yes, takes the bishop. Oh no, no. Your knight's actually defending everything. I was thinking dump a bishop on either G7 and then I7, but they're both defended by different knights, so you can't use defender technique because they're both defended, unless no. You really are just holding. I'm not quite sure how, but yeah, that doesn't work. I don't understand. You just take that.
Yeah.
And if you take, so you just take it. So actually, the setup he had was very good with the knight and the chancellor defending each other. He had you in a bit of a net, whereas now he's just going for material by the looks of it. He's got nothing. Just dump a pawn. He's going for the knight maybe, and then you go for checkmate.
There's no way in though. I still think he's gonna find mate here because he's got like bishop J7. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, block again. What's the deal? He's got nothing. He's only got bishops.
Got bishop H4.
Yeah, just block.
And then
block with the pawns.
Block with the pawn. He takes. I take. I think there's a way out of this. Like, I'm hoping he mouse slips.
I don't think he's got anything. I mean, unless he can get his
queen.
You just block. Unless he can get his existing pieces in, I don't see how he can. The only question is, do you have anything? So do you?
Well, that's the thing. Like, he's got a free move to harass me further.
Just pawn.
He could even sack his queen if he wanted to.
Okay, but then what?
Archbishop to I7.
Oh, actually, I see something. Whoa. The rook cuts your king off. He's got just enough pawns to mate you. That's so annoying. Okay, wait. So you could go to I5 first, and so he wastes a pawn, and then you go back. No, he then just pushes the same pawn. He has too many pawns. He just has pawns. He just has pawns. You go back, pawn is checkmate. And if you go the other way, pawn check, back again, pawn check, and that's checkmate because he's cutting him off. Yeah, 3 pawns is enough. Even 2 pawns is enough to mate, actually. That's annoying. Oh, you resigned already. You didn't tell me. Okay.
Oh.
You came too quickly. I was just trying to calculate the mates. I thought you said you beat him the other day. What's happening? Am I distracting you?
I beat him at regular grand.
Okay, I think it is time to commit properly. Except I'm not sure if I'm helping you or not. I'm probably not helping you. Okay, Kibit's time. Kibit's time.
I don't.
Let's.
I want to win, of course, but I'm not heartbroken if I don't win any.
Let's surprise him. 2v1 time. Except the embarrassing thing is if we still lose. What you doing? What you doing? Pushing your pawns. You're opening up his diagonal and all kinds of stuff. What was this? Yeah. Okay, why don't you copy him? Bring your rook to your king, and he's clearly doing something right. He's got a good setup for the king. So maybe like the J rook. I don't know. Is it the J rook over, and then put your king behind all your pieces on like F1? I don't know. But then the rook's not defending. Maybe just king F1 straight away. But I don't know. How do you get your rook into the attack? You just dropped a pawn almost. No, you didn't. Okay, I see what you're doing now. You're re-maneuvering your bishop. Oh, what? Whoa. I thought you were maneuvering your bishop to h4 to like block off that diagonal. Instead, you just opened up the whole diagonal.
No, there's nothing there. Like he's got no.
Yeah, but it's holes. They're holes which he can exploit in future.
Holes, but can he exploit them?
It doesn't matter. You can still always go. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like your dark square is too weak, but okay. See, he's attacking in the center, and you're attacking on the flank. Yep. Okay, so you're going for that pawn in the corner. Okay. Maybe just back. I don't know. Oh, okay. I mean, you could have taken on f7 and then forked. Maybe. It's risky though.
Oh, I don't think I want to take f7 because then he gets too active.
Yeah, true. So you didn't take the knight then? Yeah, just to try and at least keep some initiative. Look at the darn king. He's got his rook facing your king. So this is not working out well at the moment. We need to figure.
It's possible to ask if the strategy is the problem or if it's the execution that's the problem. And I think the problem is in my execution. So I'm not too worried.
I think there's something positional going on. Like he's clearly got better positional play at the moment, and it's like all these trades of these pawns is actually improving his position each time. But hang on, you could take that, and no, when his queen, I know he takes back. Okay, takes. Interesting. I mean, what you wanted to go was pawn at g6 or something. Pawn at g6 or something, but there's no time. So he's just dumps another pawn where again on e4, and he's like making progress into your position, which is annoying.
If he goes queen takes pawn, I've got archbishop to b6.
Yes, that's very nice. But his plan is, oh, you got it. Well done. His plan is actually much simpler. You see how the way he's beating you is something very positional. He's just working his way on a single color complex into your position. By the way, wait a sec. Do you have knight at e8 check? Knight at e8 check. Knight at e8 check, and then take the queen.
Knight e8, king to g10.
Yeah, and then take the queen. Just because you then have a piece inside his camp. And then also, after you take the queen, take the queen, and then go rook at f10. Because if he takes it... Oh no, don't do that, because he's defending that darn square with his archbishop. Yeah, that makes more sense. You want to somehow chase the archbishop away without getting mated. I'm worried you're going to get mated yourself. That's just the only slight worry. But maybe you're okay. Oh, I'm slightly worried with... He might... Like, knights might be really good for him. So I'm slightly worried about your king. So he's going to check you somewhere... Oh, you could, I guess, just sack all. So worst come to worst. Okay, how... Maybe... No. Ooh. Okay, so I really want... Never mind. Yep, good defensive move. Like it. By the way, there is an idea, if you have time, of pawn at e7 and then just promote. If you have time, if he gives you time.
That's a surprising move from him.
Because...
Oh, because it's defensive.
Whoa. Okay. Well, the defending didn't last long. What's the plan with that move? Meaning, what are you trying to do? Is there a threat?
I don't know.
I mean, it looks dangerous, but I can't see what the threat is. Maybe like if you took a pawn, he's offering you a pawn here. If you took a pawn and dumped a pawn on G, and you're not allowed to. What about taking on F7? Does that do anything? No, he just takes back. What about... No, anyway, nothing. I'm just always what about. Stop what abouting. There's always bishop takes pawn, but that's stupid. It's just waste of time. King takes? What's the plan? I'm slightly confused.
I think he wants to go king takes.
Yeah, king takes. What's... I'm slightly confused what your plan is. King takes rook? What's going on? Oh, wait. Are you taking the bishop at the end of this, or...? Oh, you're taking that one? You can take it back, but now you've got an archbishop in hand. Okay. It's got a lot of material, that's the only thing, but yeah. Well, there's a bishop, but then what next? Not clear. And you're hitting the rook. Bishop block.
Yeah, I guess that one's forced. It's tricky.
By the way, if he goes at e2, sack. Because otherwise...
Wait, what's he going to put on e2?
Pawn. If he goes... Oh, he's not allowed to go pawn. Okay.
No, that's not legal.
Yeah, okay. Fine. I was going to say, if he did, then take it all, because otherwise knight moving into f3 would be mate. Maybe, yeah, he can't do that, though. Maybe he goes for queen takes bishop, but then you just take queen takes bishop, knight takes queen. What's the point? It's not so easy. Bishop takes bishop, knight takes. A rook, bishop there. Again, so he's not threatening. Just time. Oh, nice. I like that. Promote. Queen.
There's nothing I can promote to.
Just promote to queen. Oh, you have to promote to something.
Promote to queen.
You can't promote to queen? Oh, you already got a queen.
So now you've lost. Oh, that was a bad pre-move. It's okay. It might be time to throw in the towel here.
So Helen, why couldn't you promote to queen? What was the problem?
Because I have a queen.
You can't promote to something you already have.
Yes, you can only promote to things that you've lost.
That is incredible. But you have... Okay. So you just had too many pieces, Jarl. You're just doing too well. That's why you lost. You had too many pieces on the board. That is incredible. Wow. And meantime, Smash Time Fools is a 2,000 player at GRANDHOUSE. How about that?
Yes, so that's what we want.
So you can farm him.
Oh no, it's about, if you look at the leaderboard, it's there's only a handful of players on there and I'm at the top of most of the variants. So it looks really artificial and dumb, but this is what we want.
Okay. I'm actually gonna look at an analysis of that last game to see if you were actually winning at some point, because I'm sure you were. So this game got a nice center. I like it. Oh, I'm looking from his perspective. What's going on? This is bad. Okay, so Jarl is playing the usual sort of slow computer-like moves, just gradually progressing up the field, or sorry, anti-computer moves rather. And whereas Smash is just seizing the whole center. He's compressing you from the beginning. That's the problem.
Yeah, but that can go really wrong.
Yeah,
if you just grab too big of a center.
It does. Yeah.
The problem is I haven't found the way in.
Yeah, I know. So I'm just having a look at that game. So it didn't like your queen drop, indeed. Oh no, that wasn't the end of the world. You really were winning quite handily at some point.
I was winning?
The last game, yeah. It didn't like... So weirdly, the move knight at b4, defending against stuff, it really hated that move. So instead of knight at b4, it thought, you know that move dropping your queen. It said it should have done that previously when you still had a knight on, when you still had a knight in hand. Yeah, so you were plus 11 at some point. You know, at the time when you took his queen and stuff. Takes queen, bishop takes. Instead of dropping a rook on the back rank, quite like dropping a queen on the back rank, but okay. It's a slight distraction. Takes. Yeah, so the knight defending it really hated. That was like the beginning of trouble for you when you started defending. Defending is a bad idea. So that's what seems to be the method. Okay, so actually your queen e8 move is very good. Your queen drop was good, apparently. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, so basically probably the biggest difference from what you did the last game that it would do, like probably the one big moment, is like don't defend. It didn't like the way you were defending stuff. And instead of dropping the rook on the back rank, it liked you to drop the queen on the back rank and at some point sack that queen on the chancellor and get an attack going. That was the way to win the last game. That seems to be the idea. Okay, into the current game. So you're trying to exploit all this space, and he's going to be working on the light squares, by the way, very predictably. Oof. Oof. Wow, that was nasty. Winning his queen. That's sneaky.
I don't know if it's.
Yeah, no, that's great.
I think I'm okay. Actually.
No, you're fine.
Left.
I can't see any checks. He doesn't have any checks. He has no checks. The only question is, do you have anything else? No, I think you just go and take that queen, I think.
I've got Archbishop at e3.
Yeah, but then you just...
Actually, I'm going to do this because I still have Archbishop at e3 afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. You're actually crushing this game, by the way.
It can happen sometimes. Okay, that's a strong move by him.
You can still do Archbishop e3 if you want to.
Archbishop rook takes, king over. I just don't see a follow-up. I can't drop pawns. What am I doing?
Whoa. Yeah, sorry. Okay. I mean, if you're feeling completely crazy, by the way, you have Archbishop at d2, even.
d2.
Maybe that's just crazy. Yeah, that is a bit crazy. No, that's nice. I like that.
This threatens. I can promote to Archbishop or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So you're threatening stuff at e3 like before, but actually promoting to a piece. That's such a good move because the pawn's defended.
Knight on d6 is also hanging.
Knight. Okay, am I up to the? I'm still on the current position. Yeah, he's still thinking. The knight on d6 is hanging. Oh yeah, you're attacking it. That's true. I just realised I got a bunch of followers from Waja Malika, GTX Gaming 23, and UB Dip and Chess Maria. So thanks all for joining. I haven't been paying. I don't know. I don't get for some reason activity feed. I was just having a look at it right now. Cool. Okay, so what do we do here? He can still do this idea, knight something at e3, archbishop at e3. Even bishop at e3, bishop to e3 even. No, but then, yeah, you can, because then you take back with check. As long as you don't have a queen. Oh. You have to. It has to be something you've lost though. Oh. Yeah, archbishop to e3. So literally, if you have a piece on the board, then you're not allowed to use it. That's kind of annoying, because you've got an archbishop on the board already. So you can't promote to archbishop. Bishop e3. Okay, so if he just takes it, rook takes bishop, what are you allowed to promote to? You're not allowed to promote to knight, right?
I don't promote in that case. I just take with the chancellor.
Oh, he takes the chancellor. Yeah. And he's got nothing taking back. Yeah, cool. Excellent. Okay, I like it. We're putting under pressure. You just need to figure out the time.
Well, he doesn't have many pieces in his hand, so
yeah, you might go for rook d6, but you just win a piece in that case. You take the
knight takes.
Yeah, chancellor takes. Yeah. Oh, okay. No, there should be something here. So he's hitting your bishop, but that's not a big deal. But what? Wait. Queen h1. Queen h1. Rook blocks. Bishop takes rook. Yeah. Queen h1. Queen h1. Queen h1.
All right.
I mean, that was. You can't.
I think this is fine.
Yeah, that's fine. You had to take that one first. And then Chancellor takes rook.
Okay, I was checking to see if I can take and promote. I can't.
Chancellor takes rook. Now you've got two queens in hand. So queen check.
Wait, queens. It's Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. I
finally got a win in. Okay.
I didn't actually see the mate. I was trying to go queen check takes bishop, dump another queen, and it's probably also a mate, but it wasn't. It's not as efficient as what you found. Nice blocking off the king's escape route. Nice one. Yes, I think the key moment there was when you found that knight, that Chancellor fork, picking up his queen. That looked pretty critical. Okay. Okay. So by the way, you got weaknesses on I3 and maybe G5. I3 and G5. If I'm him, I'm looking at I3 and G5, by the way. So therefore...
Do we have people in the Twitch chat? Because I don't see anyone.
I don't see anyone now, no.
Okay.
There was Ominous talking earlier, and we seem to have got 4 people who subscribed today. I think during.
Oh, you got subscribers.
Yeah, nice. 4. Sorry, not subscribers. Followers. 4 followers.
4 followers.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think we've got 4 followers during the stream.
So okay, are we gonna?
But I think
we're gonna do more pychess streams.
Well, obviously, Crazyhouse 960 is happening, so that's kind of my focus at the moment, like Crazyhouse 960 stuff. And so I was playing, in fact, on pychess earlier today, but I was playing quite slowly, like 8+8, Crazyhouse 960 with Easter chess, and he beat me 2-1. So, yeah, clearly I've got a lot to learn, but it was interesting. And actually,
it's a really tough game.
My problem was not the openings. My problem is actually I just don't know how to mate. Oh, what? Why are you giving your bishop? Why are you giving away bishops for knights?
Because I had to defend the pawn here.
Why couldn't you just push the pawn?
Because one of the things I've realized in this game is that pushing that pawn often turns out really badly. I like to keep the king's pawn where it is in Grandhouse. In Grand, not so much you can move it, but in Grandhouse, like the king needs a pawn in front of him. So you often it's a move I picked up from the engine, just defending with the bishop. Now, if you think about how many times he moved his knight and how many times I moved my bishop, it also makes sense.
Sure, but I don't. The thing is,
okay, but you can't treat it too much like regular Crazyhouse or even too much like regular chess. Right? It's its own.
Yeah, I get it, but I'm looking at your pieces, and they all look like it's great. You've got all your pieces around your king, but they're not actually doing very much. Like all the diagonals are blocked off. You know what I mean? This is like if you look at it like chess, your pieces do look a bit silly. Obviously, this is something you can fix it, but at the moment they look
it's prophylaxis, man.
At the moment they look really silly.
Right, well, we'll just see, won't we?
Whereas you see, like his rooks kind of lining up. He's hidden his king away a little bit. So what I'm trying to say is, I think he plays the opening a bit better than you. Like I haven't checked with the engine or anything, but I'm just saying it feels like he plays the opening.
Sure, he does.
The opening better, and then it comes to the middle game, and you're quite good at tactics. Basically, you're quite sharp with seeing things he's not noticing, and that's how you kind of get back into the game.
Oh, and that was the case with just regular Grand too.
And the thing is, and his strategy. Hi there, Buddha Cloud. Can you explain what's happening? It looks like Crazyhouse with new pieces. And PKR says 5025 says, oh, this is Capablanca. No, it's actually GRANDHOUSE. So yes, it is Crazyhouse, but on a bigger board with 2 extra pieces, the knight and bishop together, which is called a hawk in Serowan chess, but in this game it's called, what's it called again? My mind's just gone.
So the knight rook is the chancellor, and the knight bishop is the archbishop.
Archbishop, that's the one. So the knight and bishop is the archbishop, and the knight and rook is the chancellor. So the chancellor is what in S chess is called the elephant. So it can move like a knight or a rook, and knight bishop is the archbishop. But there's one difference between normal Crazyhouse is that pawns can't be dropped beyond the 7th rank, just like in normal chess, and they promote on the 8th rank, just like in normal chess. And the initial setup is actually like this. So your pieces are all a little bit further forward, apart from the rooks. You've got rook, knight, bishop, queen, this chancellor, archbishop, and then bishop and knight again. Yeah, so that's the situation. Capablanca with a bigger board. Yes. Yeah, okay, so I'm very uncomfortable about how to coordinate the pieces because, yeah.
Oh, fair.
You see how he's very like solidly set up. Like he's got 3 ranks of rooks, 3 ranks of kind of majors defending his king. You could take.
Well, look, if it makes you feel better, okay. If I knew how to get the positions he's getting for himself, I would get them, but I don't. Well, so we just gotta make do.
Yeah, but we have to try and work out how to do it though as well.
I've been working on it. I've been working on it for a while. I've played this game a lot.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, hang on. Maybe not.
You're going for a pawn? Or are you going for something more? Ah. Going for a queen. So to be honest, all those pieces around your king are pretty solid. So it's quite nice when those tactics then.
Oh, no, I made a mistake. It's okay.
So Buddha Cloud asks, can you castle in this game?
No, there's no castling.
No castling. So what's the mistake you made?
Well, my first mistake was on move.
No, I meant here, the last move. I mean, okay.
13, I played the... Oh, well, the last mistake is that he has rook. No, he has... Oh, he made a mistake. He didn't play the move. He could have dropped on h2 with the Chancellor.
h2. With check, right. And so you can still do that, is the annoying thing, right?
Yes.
Or not. So you're lacking pieces. That's the slight problem. So you can still do that, and you can block, or like if you go knight takes pawn, you can block with the pawn, right, or not?
Like, oh yeah, I guess I could do that. I'm thinking that it's the wrong rank, but okay, maybe I'm okay. I think he goofed a bit. Oh no, he found a good move.
Okay. Wait. What to do here? You got pawn and bishop. Can you go bishop at b9?
Yeah, it would be nice if I could do it with a pawn, but unfortunately can't.
No, this is good. It's fine. So you can't castle Buddha Cloud. Sorry, yeah, that's the answer to that question. And now what? So I'm trying to think what is his weakness. Hang on, you had rook takes pawn instead of that sequence, I think.
Rook takes pawn?
Yeah.
No, because the archbishop is defending that pawn.
No, but he put a knight in the way, so you could have just gone. When you put a knight in the way, you could have gone rook takes pawn.
Oh, that didn't strike me as very relevant to the needs of the position.
But it saves your rook. It saves your rook.
I'm surprised that he's done that.
No, it's nice. I mean, for you, it's nice. Yeah, he's kind of lacking pieces. He should go king takes bishop.
I think he should take the knight with the pawn.
Okay, wait. Can you do anything interesting? No, you can't. I'm just trying to see if there are any weak. I was thinking of like knight at e8, but it's double covered, so it doesn't work. Hang on, you got two knights. What about knight at b9? Knight at b9. No, it's still all double covered.
King e9. He's fine.
No, knight at b9. Hang on, knight at b9. If king takes bishop, knight to.
No, he doesn't take bishop. He goes king e9. He's fine.
King to e9. Knight at b9. King to e9. Okay, but that's good because that blocks off his queen. Knight at b9. King to e9. Okay, fine.
I have to take that.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, you're down to 12 seconds. I'm really distracting you. Knight at b9.
Okay.
King to e9.
It's for the viewers.
I'm just feeling there must be something
That's
here.
why I'm losing.
No. I've got it. Knight at e9. If king to e9, rook at e9. Rook at e9.
But then archbishop takes.
No, the king's in the way. The king's blocked the archbishop. So the knight e9 first.
No, the archbishop looks like a knight.
Yep. Oh, I'd have blocked, but okay. So I was thinking knight at e9 and then either another knight on d8 or a rook at d9, that kind of thing. No. Okay. Rook on the back rank.
No.
Rook B something. Oh, I see. That defends the B thing. Ah, then that's not what we wanted. Okay, that's good. Ah, he's going to mate you now. No, maybe he's not. So confusing. Rook. Oh, you don't have a rook. Take it. Okay. You can also take the Chancellor as long as they're not getting mated. But rook takes bishop, or no, rook takes Chancellor. Queen takes Chancellor. Queen takes Chancellor. Queen takes Chancellor. Time. Maybe you take the Chancellor. I don't know. Oh, you want to take the Chancellor with check. I see. And the Queen takes pawn is the other thing if he goes away. Yes. Queen takes pawn is what you want, or Queen takes Chancellor with check. So he's going to block. He blocks.
Yeah.
No, you do.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
You just gifted me that one.
Oh, nice. Well done. I didn't even see that. Whoa. That's the stress, though. The time. Whoa. That was a stressful game.
I think that you got to upset when you lose. So I started out and lost 4, and I've won 2. So, you know, it's all good fun. Hang on.
So you think you've got some like tilt going on?
Oh no, I'm saying that you just got a not tilt.
Yeah, I'm saying you think you managed to tilt him.
Oh no. I hope not. I don't want to tilt him. Only in a bug house I want to tilt him.
So, brother, you said you've been writing a lot for chess.com. So I read a lot that you were writing last year. So are you saying that you've written in the last couple of months?
Yeah, I wrote one called Why Variants Don't Work, which was kind of an expansion on earlier stuff. One called Why Chess Works.
No, I read the first one, yes.
And yeah, so I've been receiving a lot of messages from players who have invented their own variants and playing their variants with them.
Yes. Yeah, I heard this Jeff K guy on Discord. He's in the house Jeff Discord. K. Yeah.
Oh, he is good.
Yeah. So notice he's going for dark square domination. It's easy to say, but it means don't take pawns. Let him take you and take back. Like, or if you do take on, you know, at some point you might want to take on g5 just to relieve pressure, as it were. Yeah, like take on g5 and then no, you can't. I was thinking then take on d5, but d5 is protected.
Sometimes you do sack a piece for 2 pawns in that kind of a way.
Yeah. But maybe less, because pawns aren't as valuable in this game as they would be.
No, you've got to... I think you're looking for rules of thumb a bit too early, maybe. Pawns can be just a knife in your position, because if you get a pawn on the 6th rank against you, and then they drop pieces on the 7th, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's his plan with that pawn on f6. It's going to be promoting and trying to do all kinds of things. What's that move?
It's a fork.
Sometimes I don't understand. It is a fork, you're right. So you can win...
Well, it's more of an asking move. I'm asking him what he cares about here.
Right. Yeah, the reason why I was like, just like, positionally speaking, it was like dumping a precious piece right at the edge of the board. But of course, yeah, it was on a mission which I hadn't recognised. So that's fine. You could take the Archbishop. There seem to be potential holes in this position. Like take the Archbishop and then throw in a check on c5, that kind of idea. Don't know if it's any good, but it's an idea.
Just want to preserve the tension. There's lots of good ideas here, there's no...
Yeah, but the problem is that piece is just a bit out of the action. That's why I wanted to kind of just sack it. Oh, take is mistake. Take is mistake, Jarl. Every time you're taking, you're letting him advance into your position. It's just like the fundamental rule of chess. To take is a mistake.
Yes, fundamental rule of chess.
Yeah. Yeah, unless basically.
Except when it isn't.
Yeah, exactly. Because the reason when not to take the mistake is like you're exchanging a better piece for a worse piece. Clearly, okay, or because you really need that. In the case of Crazyhouse, you really need that piece you're taking for your own attack, basically. Like, there's no point taking a piece unless. So yeah, you did use the piece immediately. Fair enough. So you're basically saying this piece is really important for me, that pawn. But basically, by doing that, you lost a lot of control on your dark squares by taking. And you see, look, he's just right into your position now. So PKR says Chancellor at I5. Didn't I5 win a pawn compared to J5? Chancellor at I5. I'm. Sorry, I think I missed the live. Oh, Chancellor at I5. Chancellor at I5. Okay, so just going back a bit. Okay, so he's saying when you dumped it on J5, maybe go to I5. Oh, and remember this pawn is defended, but that would attack this pawn and this pawn, and same thing works though. At I5, he's still got the same move, defending both pawns. So that's the answer to PKR's question. And I just said, yeah, do that maybe, yeah. Okay, sorry. So back to this position. The basic problem is he's just going to keep on hitting your dark squares. And okay, that's not the end of the world if you can defend. And it does mean he's giving you pawns, so you can maybe tease him. He's going to take another pawn. Eek. Is there anything else which you could have done? Yeah, so you could have gone Chancellor at G9 to defend that pawn and hit his queen instead of the pawn block. Yes, it's a slightly different position because you might be a tempo up.
You're right. I should have done that, but I can still do that. Thank you.
No, I was talking to PKR about his idea earlier of Chancellor at I5 instead of J5. But yeah, time is an issue. It might have saved a tempo, that's all, yeah. Okay, are there any free pawns in the position? Because I'm thinking about taking on F something.
I've got to consider. I've got knight takes D5. I've got taking on E6, and I've got taking on F6. So
I'm liking the idea of taking on F6, but that's just for very that's just because that pawn is the most annoying pawn.
All right.
No, but you took the other one though.
Yes, and a contrarian. Okay.
Okay. I mean, it's true he can't take you because you've got bishop takes, and the bishop will still control stuff. But that pawn is worrying.
I think this is a nice bishop for me.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, I got you. But you're right, because you've got quite good control on F6, but
still... I think, okay, the problem with these maxims is that, the maxims don't really take into account just, the concrete ways in which things can unfold.
Yeah, I wasn't using... the maxims are just the first approximation, as it were. They're not... Okay, you can block with pawns, maybe.
Yes?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Well, maybe not. I don't know.
One move.
Well,
I think I'm fine.
yeah, I think I'm fine. I mean, the problem is he's lost all his attacks somewhat, but it's not that you're fine. It's not that you're fine. It's that it just feels there should be something really good for you because he's got so many holes in his position. Like what's the win? That's what I'm trying to think. There must be a win somewhere. He's got 7 pawns, so you don't want to let him start dropping them. Oh my goodness, that's scary. Hitting the queen as well. He's getting completely trounced, by the way. How are you doing this?
This has actually been the standard procedure with Smash, where he starts out with a big edge, and then it takes me a few games to figure him out.
Yeah.
So that's why I lost 4 and wasn't too worried. But we're still down a few games, so no room to get complacent here. He's still very tough.
No, of course he is. Yeah.
I think last night I won in ordinary grand 7-3. So that's not gonna. We can't repeat that today, but maybe something. Maybe we can at least not lose all. That's all I want. So I think I've already changed my mind about some of the things that I wrote in my article, why variants don't work. Because what I did in that article was find a bunch of indicators of variants that are successful, which I now don't agree with as much. Like that you can.
Just checking. So I was just checking that the screen capture is still working. So takes, blocks, check. Okay. So you're threatening a rook, but what else are you threatening? Okay, hang on. So there's also knight. No, that doesn't quite work. I was thinking of knight f4, but no, hang on. There must be something really good here. Knight f4. He just takes.
Smash resigned. Okay.
Oh, he resigned. Why did he resign?
There was smashing.
He was smashing. Okay, I see why he resigned. Bishop e3 kills him. Yeah, bishop e3 is painful. I guess. You were smashing. I like the way you kind of farmed his rating up above 2,000 and now you're taking him down.
It was all by design.
Yeah.
Could never have made 1800 without him.
Exactly. Exactly. If you just okay, so this is actually the first time you guys have played this ever, or the first time he's played it.
No. He has some experience with GRANDHOUSE. We played a while ago, and he was excellent then.
Yeah, but I meant the first time with ratings.
I think.
Yeah. So it's
first time GRANDHOUSE with rating.
So you just gone and won 3 in a row, Jarl.
Yes, I did.
Nice one. I like you. I like your bishop on e4. Very unchess-like, but I like it. Okay, so the weakness in your position is G. Yeah, you recognized is G5. It's interesting the setup you've got around your king, like with this weird castle formation. I'm not sure if it's good or not, but it's interesting. Takes. So taking is interesting. If you don't take, the problem is he pushes. Yeah, exactly. I like it. You see, because all those exchanges, who's the one benefiting? It's you. So I feel like this is probably like the first game where you're actually better in the opening. You dump another pawn.
I don't know.
Dump another pawn in front of it, where the bishop was.
I don't think it's as straightforward as you want to think, because for all of my light square control, he's got dark square control. So
Not.
It's not.
I still dump a pawn. Keep on going into his position. Oof. That's pretty good too. It's pretty good too. But the thing is, D6 is protected too much. It's protected by the archbishop and the queen.
No, it isn't. It isn't, because I don't think he's going to give an archbishop. Yeah.
That's fair enough. Yeah. True. But now you haven't got your pawn now for E6, which is a bit of a shame. Because pawn on E6 then helps support stuff even further into his position. And I like that move. So he's trying to like deflect the knight, and then you can win that pawn without having his knight coming in, taking over. PKR says, does the pawn have to promote on reaching the 2nd/8th rank? I was reading it's a choice. Sorry. So a really important thing I forgot to tell you guys is it has to promote to a piece you don't have, and it can promote to a pawn, right, or not? Jarl, are you there?
Okay. So you must, if you go to the 7th or 8th and you haven't lost a piece, then it will just remain a pawn. If you can move to the 10th but you haven't lost a piece, then you just can't move to the 10th.
Yeah,
it's illegal.
Okay. So we're going to take that knight then, are we?
Yeah, I think so. I think I have better options, but I don't want to use all my time.
And then knight to d5. Okay. I really want to put a piece on that E6 square, basically.
Well, it's not feasible yet.
That's true. Yeah. I like it. You see, it's working in. But you've done something really interesting, because I was thinking you're going to work in on the light squares, and you did something really interesting. You actually worked in on the dark squares. Isn't that interesting? And now you're threatening.
I think it's interesting, but I think that just because like you have some
whoa.
Light square.
Okay, wait. Bishop. Wait. Does Bishop F5 work? Not really. He could sack to just. Yeah. Okay. He just takes it with the Chancellor.
Well, I was going to play Bishop F5 anyway, so
that's cool.
We'll see.
And then I think he's going to.
If we have your approval.
If he's going to block on C8, you have knight to B blah blah. But then he really might sack is the problem. Oh no, you can't, because knight takes his check. Yeah, knight. Bring the knight. You can bring a knight in, attacking that pawn.
On knight B6.
Yeah, knight B6. Yeah, yeah.
I think he's okay. You can put a pawn on D7.
He can, but then he's just wasted loads of material.
That's true.
This is the first game where like out of the opening it's you bossing him around instead of the opposite.
No. Yeah, I like being bossed around.
You like it, I know. You just because you're used to the computer like doing all these nasty moves, and then you take all its material and then you win. It's quite a different way of playing. I think you can't do that in Crazyhouse. You really have to go for the jugular. Now, maybe in GRANDHOUSE it's not necessarily the case, because the board is quite big, so it takes a bit longer to get going. You can't just like... Yeah, I just develop the pieces. I mean, just existing pieces. Get a knight on... get one of your knights on E6, basically.
I think my edge is running out of steam. I think I like that he's sort of queen is kind of sad, isn't it?
Yeah, no, his position is terrible. I just develop, push your pieces forwards. So I would go knight to D4 myself, and knight to D4. I mean, it's a bit slow, but knight to D4 to E whatever. Is there something faster? Maybe moving the Chancellor somewhere.
Actually, this move might not be the best. I think I blundered a pawn. Oh no, the Archbishop defends the pawn now, so
Yeah,
Okay.
and the knight defends the pawn. Yeah. Now here he's trying to win that pawn. So you can defend with the knight, and then you'd win a bishop, but then he takes the pawn is the problem. Oh, but maybe bishop. Okay. I was wondering if bishop takes was a thing, but oh yeah. You're waiting for knight g8, maybe. Is that anything? I don't know. But remember, he's hitting your knight with his archbishop. Something to watch out for.
Yeah, I know.
So if you might want to sack or something at some point. Like he could take with the chancellor and then take the knight, that kind of thing. But
I don't think he's going to give up his chancellor.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's so powerful.
Yeah, chancellor on g8 would just cause a wreck. So that's not a good idea. How to continue? His Darn Chancellor is defending a lot. I mean, you have bishop at g9 or something, but I don't understand that move. It's opening up his bishop.
His queen.
Ah, brilliant.
Well, maybe I take the knight rook because the queen is already sad, so I'll take his more active piece.
Yeah, and that also is his defender. If you could take it. It's also his. Yeah, but then he can take. Yeah, he can take back though. Well. He can take back. That's the only problem. Oh no, knight.
He can take back.
He can take back both. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, both you can take back. Okay, run. Excellent. Yeah. So you've got pawn, bishop, and chancellor. PKR says queen d3 was an idea. I don't know how far back I was. So queen d3. Queen 26, queen d3. So just moving in with the queen. Try and do some queen invasion, but maybe just bishop blocks. I'm not sure. Ah, okay. Some stuff happened. He did a check. He ran. He's then taken with the king. Okay, that's all that happened. He took with the king. Okay, so I would go bishop at f7. That's just like first reaction. Just it's not necessarily good, but it's just the first thought. Okay, is there something good though? No, there must be a better move. You're hunting for a chancellor. That's interesting. Your king actually looks quite safe. Yeah, that is a problem. Okay, but there must be something here.
That's a nice move by him.
You could, yeah. It was in the position a while, actually, but yeah. I don't like that. Just you need to be...
Well, he defends the pawn, so now I can do this. Oh, this isn't any good, is it? Okay. Maybe we messed up.
Wait. You had... Yeah, it's not necessarily good. I was thinking bishop takes...
Oh, no, I should have gone... I messed up, you're right. I should have gone knight rook at e7. It's okay. Fine.
Well, here you have, again, ideas. You don't have a bishop anymore. Archbishop, maybe. Hang on. Knight. Do you have a knight? Knight. No, the bishop covers. Okay, sorry. I don't understand. He takes it. Bishop takes.
Pinned.
My goodness. You're so clever. Yes. Yeah. Oh, you're not taking a free queen. Okay. So you're doing that thing where you just use one piece One piece, but it's one of these weird pieces, and it's just going to take all these pieces. Okay, 6 seconds. Come on, quick, quick, quick. Archbishop check, maybe. Archbishop check, Archbishop check, Archbishop check. Yes, yes. Drive him forward. Drive him up the board.
8.
You got mate in 1, do you? There's a pawn here. Check.
Yes.
Oh, that is mate. That is already mate. Oh my goodness, I thought he was coming up the board. 4-4. How about that? Nice one, Jarl.
Who would have thought I was capable of that comeback?
No,
Certainly
exactly.
not me.
No. So e5.
Bit of experimentation going on here.
Yeah. I think what I was watching from. I thought you were playing differently. I was like, oh, Jarl's playing like Smash now, and then I realized I had the board the wrong way around. Ah, okay. Yeah, he's got too many holes in this position, so you should be able to exploit. I like it. Like, what's he do to block? And if he doesn't block, you're giving him just like an X-ray into his position, which is no.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of. Oh my goodness, he doesn't block. So PKR says, "Is there Grandhouse 960? Is there? Is there Grandhouse 960, John? No.
In PKR, if you wanna see Grandhouse 960, like I just hope that I can convince you to try just Grand or Grandhouse, and if the GB Tammy sees that there's interest in the game, he might make it happen, because but like if everyone comes onto pychess being like, yo, add this variant, and like he's just like, yeah.
Yeah, to be honest,
I mean, I favor.
There's a lot of stuff to be getting on with. There's Kappa House 960, if you want to play Kappa House, isn't there? I'm pretty
There is
sure.
Kappa House 960,
Yes.
not Grandhouse 960.
So there isn't really a need for it, I don't think. At least not yet.
No, I think that like the initial setup of Grand is questionable. Like there's like too much power on the king side, maybe. Like the arrangement of pieces, I think, is a bit odd. But I mean, in general, I favor plurality, and I favor lots of options for experimentation.
Yeah, but can you see how when there's so many options,
So,
it's difficult to get a game in anything because people don't play stuff. You're talking about the variants. This is the thing. Like, you do need some kind of "this is the game we all want to play" kind of attitude. He can defend both with an archbishop on c1. Not that it's pretty. Oh, that works as well.
Mm-hmm.
But you can just take it, maybe. Maybe.
I think I'm suspicious of his defenses here, because he can't go rook takes.
Why can't you go rook takes?
Because then the f2 square.
F2. Oh yeah. You put a rook or something there. So you got to check. I'm still really confused, but okay. So you're threatening to port the pawn, basically. So he has to go archbishop to defend. Archbishop at d1. Oh, queen. Oh my goodness, he's giving a queen back. What's he doing that for? That's a juicy queen. Take it. Maybe it's just time to develop your own pieces. I don't know. It's like revolutionary idea. But it's quite difficult because there's such a great distance. It would take your pieces like about 3 moves to get over to that side of the board. But like you can't mate with one piece, basically. Like however much fun that piece has.
I'm not trying to mate. I'm trying to provoke a weakness.
Yeah. Okay, the problem here is you allow. No, that doesn't work. So basically, I'm thinking archbishop at b4, but not. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not terrible. Oh, he did defend the rook. Darn it. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, that didn't work.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think that was time to bring your own pieces in somehow, but it's going to take time. Just curious, and yeah, I'd be up to try these variants. Yeah. But it's basically, so what I was trying to say, Jarl, is it is the same kind of people who are playing variants as opposed to playing chess. Why don't most people play variants? Basically, chess is quite hard as it is, and the feeling of like mastering something, like it takes time, and so you try and play these variants, and you realize you're just if you play lots of variants, you'll feel like you're just going to be rubbish at everything, right? I'm not saying what. Oh, I see. Hmm. So I'm saying people would have this sort of attitude. You have a that doesn't work. You're just sacking lots of pieces. You've given him far too many pieces.
Yeah, I know.
What's happened
I
here?
know. Maybe it's fine.
You just needed to have developed a bit earlier, and you were crushing him.
Sorry. So in response to that, I do have some counter arguments because I've heard that and I considered it. So one thing you might question is whenever there's an argument that chess players might give against any given variant, you could apply the same argument from the predecessors of chess to were.
Sorry, you said the predecessors of chess, and then you got cut off.
Were the oh, this is not going well.
You're gonna have you just back off to E8.
Shatranj players unanimous in their rejection of chess, or were there Shatranj players who said things like, "Oh no, Shatranj is hard enough for me. I don't need this crazy queen chess," right? And also, like the idea that okay, well, chess is hard enough, but sometimes variants fit better into your cognitive apparatus anyway. So sometimes the variants are easier. Like Bughouse and Crazyhouse have been easier for me to master because it's just something more intuitive about them for me.
Yeah.
Yes, very tough. I'm busted here, actually.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm not saying like if you obviously I'm a believer in variants because otherwise I wouldn't play all these variants. But what I mean is, okay, so people wouldn't say okay, don't play. Oof, don't people say are playing tennis. Okay, then they say because I play tennis, I don't want to play squash or table tennis or any of these other sports because I play enough games already. So, all these games are different and they're interesting. And I'm going to open up your new game. Call it F5. So it's not that I'm against variants. I'm just saying that, or too many variants. It's more like there is such a thing as overwhelm of like. So basically, you could play. Imagine if you played every variant just like 10 games and then gave it up and move on to a new variant. So this is the kind of issue. Like you'd still have fun. You'd have a great time playing, and that's basically what I did with Opera with a lot of the stuff on VChess. I played stuff like Alice Chess, and I played, this, that, and the other, a couple of games, and it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a very different, it's a very different experience when you're playing something, say 10 games or something, and we just played like 2 or 3 games. Playing just like 2 or 3 games or something, and playing something like Crazyhouse or chess, both of which I've played literally tens of thousands of games in my life. Like even Crazyhouse, I've probably played about 10,000 games, almost, maybe not quite yet, probably almost 10,000 games in my life. So yeah, by playing it a lot, I mean, there's a kind of like subconscious wisdom that probably builds up. Like not even. I mean, like I'm still a lot worse than. Okay, I like that move because you're going to put a knight hopefully on d7 at some point, right?
Yeah, he's got bishop d3 to consider, but I think I'm faster here.
Yeah, I mean, but you could even like take the bishop, put a bishop there, or you keep it there. I mean, you could keep the knight there, or you could exchange it and put a bishop there in future. So there are lots of ideas. It would be nice if you could support that knight with another knight on f6, by the way. But that's hard, I guess. So you're going for initiative, basically. Ooh, you're giving up the bishop and a pawn for an archbishop. So you better have a plan. Hang on. Knight. If you're going to get a knight, then a knight on e8 is very juicy. If only you can get a knight. Yeah, so that didn't quite work out exactly as planned. Maybe just bishop block. No, but then he pins you. No, you could go. Yeah, you could go bishop block and then take with the archbishop and then push the pawn. Like that bishop's not doing anything anyway on
I think that's right.
On h2 anyway, so develop it. Yeah.
Also, I guess in response to what you said, okay, like, you know, if you just look at the distribution, right, it's like 99.9% of people who are involved in chess-like games are playing. They're all playing chess, right? And then so the distribution of players seems kind of odd to me.
Yes.
I was talking about this with Mugwort, and Mugwort said to me, you know, players will play, like the games will get players when there's demand for them, but it's also like, well,
oh, he's going to take and repeat.
People...
Yeah, you need to push a pawn, I think.
Anyway, you know, demand also, like, people have to be aware of what their options are before they can sort of demand things, right?
Yeah. No, absolutely. G5.
Yeah.
Interesting move, but yeah, just beat it.
I want my king there anyway.
Basically, your rooks actually defend f4, so whenever there's a take, you can always put a bishop on f4 and stuff, I think. And anyway, any takes is just going to open up your other bishop anyway. He didn't even want to take. So what's his plan? He hasn't got any pieces. So his plan is actually, I'm going to confundle him. Well, you can put a bishop back on D.
That's easy to do.
Hang on. You could have put a bishop on D7.
Yeah, I considered that.
Yeah. But I understand what you're doing. You want a knight on E8. That's very nice. It's a nice, juicy thing to do. To take a knight or an archbishop and dump it on E8. Game over. So PKR says, I like Crazyhouse because I can say I'm amongst the top 200 players in the world. Yeah, same here. I like it for the same reason, although I'm not quite top 200. It'll be similar for other variants. Smaller player pool means it's easier to be considered good. Okay, take the knight. Juicy. We've discovered Smash's weakness, by the way, Jarl. He doesn't notice forks on his queen. Like he's lost 3 games because of that after this game. What? Why didn't you take his queen?
Sorry, what did you want me to do?
Knight at e8.
Oh, I didn't see it.
But,
Smash's weakness is my weakness.
No, but you were going for it the whole time. Like that's why you hit the knight. You're hitting the knight. We even said we discussed it earlier. Anyway, I was saying, oh, that's such a nice move because you're taking his knight for e8. Because that's game over. It's literally a free queen. It's game over completely. It's still doing good here. Still doing really good here. Wow. I wasn't sure about the last one. You didn't have to take the last one. You could have, or maybe you did.
Well, now I have the fork.
Oh, you got the fork. You got the fork. You got the fork.
Now the question is, do I fork with which one? Do I fork with?
With the rook, the rook one, because then he can't protect his queen.
Ah, yes.
Strong. Yeah, so Jarl is top 10 in the world at GRANDHOUSE, right? Right, is that?
I'm top 1 at GRANDHOUSE.
The top 1.
Doesn't feel very good though, I've got to tell you. I was top 1 at Sarawak, actually. I was unbeaten for ages.
That's funny because
I kept
Sorry, yeah.
It's okay, but I kept conceding draws, but being unbeaten for a long time. But then I finally lost.
I see. But yeah, I'm surprised Yasser hasn't joined pychess yet. I mean, he will join sometime, I'm sure.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yasser has watched me play Bughouse and probably be like, oh, this guy's really mean to his partners.
Okay. Okay. So I didn't realize that Smash had resigned. You should have told me.
I did.
Okay.
I think.
Okay, I need to turn the board around. So you've equalized again at 5-all, by the way.
Yes. I'm happy with that.
Yes. So yeah, nice developing your bishop in front of a row of pawns. I'm just joking with you. There, because obviously it's quite a nice move because you're threatening to push that pawn and open up the bishop on a nasty diagonal, facing off against his bishop. Potentially at some point in the future. But when? Next move, maybe.
Move do you want?
So you're preparing g5.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. And if he moves the knight forwards, you can just harass it. So he noticed.
Moved by him.
He noticed. Anyway, the key, by the way, is just to make sure is to trick him to get his queen onto the same colour square as his king. That's the way you win the game. And then fork him. Nice, nice. That way you're protecting your bishop. Very strong. I like it. You can push now if you want to. Pushing is strong.
Which one do you want me to push?
G5. G5.
Then just knight e4. Sorry, knight f5. Coordinates are wrong.
Oh yeah, that's true, that's true. Knight f5. Then if I go bishop takes, knight takes. Yeah, he's got too much control, you're right.
This is tough, isn't it?
Yeah, so because the reason is he has a potential weakness on f4. Maybe now, maybe now. No, sorry, he's still defending f. No, he's still defending f4. Ignore me. So it's basically his weakness is f4, but he's actually defending that weakness so well. Like structurally, the weakness in his pawn structure is on f4, but he's just going to push f4 himself at some point. So it's not really a weakness at all. Yeah. So you have to think against Smash. You have to think in terms of like channels that he's working on. Oh, yeah. Okay, this D file opening up could be a bit of an issue. But okay. Oh, but you take this check. You take this check. You're taking the chancellor with check. That's key. Take this check. Take this check. Yeah, that's really key.
I'm surprised he's allowed this.
No, because he probably missed that it was with check to begin with, and now you take with the chancellor. Take with the chancellor because then you've got a continuing threat on the pawn.
Yeah. No. There's a bishop there.
No, I'm saying chancellor takes e7, and then takes on c6 if he allows you.
6, yeah, that's a good idea. I missed that. Archbishop to e6.
I was thinking chancellor to e7. Chancellor takes e7.
I think your move is better.
Oh, I see. You were thinking of the other move. So sorry, just Discord is just slightly cutting out sometimes. So I'm not hearing 100%. I apologize for that.
No worries, no worries.
I understand what you were saying. Thinking of doing this move. Yeah. That's. You can do it next move. You can do it now. Or there's always this idea of pushing g5, but I just don't think you're ready for it. But there's always that idea. g5, knight there, and it doesn't quite work. Yeah, I think that's what this works better. Okay, now try and trick his queen onto the same color square, and then we get that fork. This is the way to do it. By the way, you did also have another move last move, which was chancellor at b3. I'm not sure if it does anything. It's just an idea. And he's looking to take the queen with check, with check.
I'm wondering if I can do better.
No, this is brilliant.
Oh.
With check, you can't turn down a queen with check.
What's the So after archbishop takes, what's the follow-up? I found a better move anyway.
No. Hang on. Wait. What?
Once he moves his queen, I'm gonna drop a pawn where his queen was. I think this is better.
Oof. Okay. But
I accept full responsibility if I lose. If we lose.
Let's just think. So takes. Okay. He really doesn't want his queen. I'm shocked.
Queen's, not the bee's knees.
Yeah, but he has another weakness on b3, by the way. That's like his only weak square.
Yeah, now I'm taking it.
I'm not sure like when to exploit that weakness, but there is a weakness on b3. You could go now or another time, like chancellor on b3. If he just moves his rook to defend. Now what can we do with that? No, we've got a queen as well. What can we do? Yeah, you don't even want to take it, annoyingly. It's like, what to do? Oh, I had an idea. Okay, never mind. The idea was pawn at b5. pawn at b. It's not necessarily a good idea. Pawn at b5 and then takes on a4. And if he ever takes a chancellor, take back and promote back to a chancellor. But anyway. Okay, so it's good you lost your chancellor. It means you can always promote to a chancellor. It's like seeing the bright side. Okay, you got to watch out, by the way. Wait. He's thinking of doing knight to e7. So you have to defend e7. He still wants knight to e7, by the way. Okay, so you think you got mate. Do you have mate? I don't see it. Rook check. So where's the mate? Queen check, pawn check, rook check. Queen check, pawn check. Oh, that's very nice as well. Oh, I thought you can queen, pawn, rook was going to mate as well. Queen check, pawn check, rook in the corner. But this also works. Yes, mate 2. Nice. Nice one. So you take the lead for the first time in the match. If I click on TV, does this actually work? Okay, TV is working now, so hopefully it'll stay working. So I wonder if it says about like how many games you've played on your profile. So it says Kappa House, you played 12 games, Crazy House 33 games, Grand 42 games. And does that include unrated games, I wonder?
Oh, that's just rated.
Only rated, yeah.
NM on chess.com who just messaged me out the blue to say he really liked pychess. So we got into a GRANDHOUSE series. He did pretty well against me. I think I have a slight plus score on him.
So who is that? Sorry?
Coach Gunner on chess.com.
Oh, Coach Gunner, okay. So you played 100 games of Crazy House 960. Who did you play 100 games against?
Well, I've been trying to get people. I played De Blausau. I played Ecoff. I've been asking like random people to come and play me.
That's great. And that's all like in the last few weeks?
Yeah, maybe in the last month or so.
That's really impressive.
Some in Vectorville. Yeah. Well, I figure that Crazyhouse 960 is a big sell for pychess. I think that
it is.
What
yes. Yeah.
pychess needs is variants which are like a certain amount of close to the variants that people know and like.
Because those number of games only counts rated games. So because I look at my own profile and it says 0 all the way down because it doesn't count like casual games I've played, and I've only played like literally a handful of casual games ever. Sorry.
I mean, my advice to GB Tammy was like give, because Crazyhouse is well represented on this site, and so is 960 is also reasonably well represented. But then the other variants, like Free Check, for instance, they don't really have a variant here. So I wondered if we gave them a variant, they might come and play.
Right. I think that was a kind of mistake, that last move from Smash.
Pawn at d7?
Yeah. Like, structurally, that's like... Okay, sure, his king is on that file, but you just wasted a pawn. Like, to do what? To block... Yeah, his queen and rook are actually on that. It's actually, like, it's his file, basically. And he just shut up his own file.
Maybe the idea is to open it.
Yeah.
I think he's doing all right here.
No, exactly. It's not awful. But you don't have to take, by the way. or do you have to take?
I don't think I'm gonna take it.
You can push. Can you push? Can you push a D6? Does that work?
I'm thinking D6. I'm also thinking, well, there's the Archbishop as well, so I think I'm gonna push this one.
I mean, I didn't understand because yeah, I see. We want to take back with the Archbishop. Okay, fair enough.
I also got pawn at E7 as a sort of in between move.
Yeah. Rook takes rook is another move you have to think about whether you want to do it or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you do, but I'm just because there could be back rank issues. Are there back rank issues? Yes. J1 is a problem. So yeah, if ever you exchange rooks and block the file, he has rook at J1, which would just be annoying. Okay, so if he takes the knight, you want to take the Chancellor. And if he moves the Chancellor, which is he's just done, you're probably going to take back, with the... For some reason, I'm not getting peace sounds this game. It's very weird. I mean, not that I care, but...
Well, the peace sounds toggle off.
Oh, okay, they're on again. I just went...
Have we tried the dark mode, by the way?
Have I tried what?
Dark mode. It's been one of the cool things about getting people to come and try the site. It's just been suggested dark mode.
Yeah, I love it. I just turned on dark mode. It's just gone cool now. It's gone all like we entered the twilight zone, which is good. It's like it's 2:30 in the morning. It's time to go dark mode. Except the clock is really weird because when you're not playing, your clock really goes really dim, like far too dim, to be honest. Like his time is just grayed out basically, practically, because it's not his move. Okay, so what to do here? Good defensive move for sure. You've both got quite, I was trying to say, quite like solid setups in a way. Maybe the one thing is you need to get your king off to b2. Maybe even now, but let's see. No, you have maybe even now. Just king b2, so casual.
Yeah, I think even though he can take my Archbishop, I'm okay.
He can? How? You can take the rook whenever you want to. Yeah, no, you're fine. What to do with that knight though? Again, it seems really weird how he's blocking off the file. It looks like he wants to dump pawns on c4 or something. Yeah, you need to get the queen away from that king so you can fork it. That's the other thing. As long as the queen is next to the king, no forks are possible. Yeah, so all his pieces are basically defending that square where the rook is. So it's like that's like the no hope square to attack.
Well, if the rook moves, I take Archbishop, and then if he takes...
Oh, you can take the rook. Yeah, yummy. You can take the rook and then put it on... I'm just joking. Put it on J9 and then take all his pieces one by one. I'm just joking, by the way. It's just the way all his pieces are lined up on the second rank as if he just never developed, ever. Whoa. Oh, that's nice. So it's check and you take the queen. And is there better... You can also check on the back rank first and then take the queen. Yes. Yes, check on the back rank. And then take the queen with check. Take the knight.
No, he's got... he can take back with the...
Doesn't matter, you're taking the queen with check. You're taking the queen with check. That's just strong.
But look at this.
Rook takes knight, so he moves the king. Now what? Now maybe a knight check. Yeah, a knight at check maybe. Or is there something better? Yeah, knight at. You can double take, but you just win all his pieces. Knight at e7 check. Knight at e7 check and just take all his pieces. Yep. Okay, now where's the mate? Okay, so I mean, my first reaction is f9, queen f9, but let's see if there's something stronger. Yeah, queen f9, and then bishop. Queen f9 blocks, then bishop e something. Okay, so you're looking to sack, but you can block with a knight or something. But then maybe you can mate with the queen. So go for a queen mate. Well, you kind of have to take it now. Bishop, queen. But then where's the mate? The knight. The archbishop's covering the mates. Oh, wow. That was nice. That was a nice promotion. Wow. So what's actually the score now? It'd be like 1, 2, 3. You lost 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 7-5, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it was 4 all, and then you lost 1, 4, 5, and then you've won 3 in a row. So 7-4. That's impressive, Jarl. 7-4.
Yes,
7-5. Sorry, 7-5. I meant 7-5. 7-5.
Well, I was kind of hoping Smash would become the #1 in one of these variants, but I never wanted to lose. So.
Well, maybe not in this. Maybe not in this variant.
Okay, that's a nice move by him.
Just getting his king out of the way, developing his rook file.
I don't think he wants to push the pawn. Makes sense. Okay, that's a nice move by him.
So I was just having a quick look at the stream. We have 2 people watching. We have someone called Jarl Kalanda, hi there, and PKR 5025. Welcome.
PKR is he's my spirit animal, man. He's awesome.
So who's on your team again in the Crazyhouse 960?
Actually, not on my team, which makes me so sad.
Oh.
I think White's got quite the edge here.
Yeah, you let him just, like, your pieces are kind of a little bit scattered, and you let him, you know, take a big space advantage. But you do this quite a lot, to be honest. Actually, in some of the recent games you haven't done it, but Yeah. Now, having said that, maybe you do your usual, like, maybe slightly flanky attack. If he's taking the center, you kind of get behind him somehow. Oof. I mean, I understand why you did it, but like dark square weaknesses, my goodness. This is painful.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
I think you have to sack.
You want me to sack 2 pawns? A knight for the 2 pawns?
I think so, but what's he do next? Once he does that, he's got a knight in hand. Has he got anywhere to put the knight?
Going for active counterplay.
Okay, I mean, that's good as a first move, because then you can put the pawn somewhere next. Maybe. You have an idea, by the way, which is pawn at, kind of stupid idea, pawn at b5 and then take the pawn on e5. It's not necessarily a great idea, but it's like the opposite of giving away a piece for 2 pawns. Okay, you've got 3 pawn, but what's he threatening?
He's threatening bishop takes a6.
Well, you can take a nice central pawn if you wanted to. And if he takes a6... Whoa. Didn't see this. I mean... Okay, so you say nice juicy archbishop. Now what are you going to do with that nice juicy archbishop? What you need to do is get his queen onto a light square. And then it's sorted. So maybe like queen e2, we could have like got to work for that. It doesn't come automatically. But his rook's a good piece, darn it.
Yes.
His rook's his best piece, in fact. Oof.
I was actually worried about this move.
Hang on, didn't you have knight takes pawn? No.
Resignable, actually.
No, never resign. What about knight takes pawn? Or what about... There's archbishop takes pawn, that doesn't work. Interesting. Take queen with check, always good. Or take rook if he doesn't. If he moves the queen, take the rook. Oh no, but yeah, and then he promotes. You have to take the pawn. Oh, but you can't take the pawn, then he takes the archbishop. If he takes the rook, he promotes, takes. Huh. Maybe take the rook. No. Hang on. Oof. Okay, bishop takes bishop. Because it's no longer defended by the archbishop. Anyway, knight takes pawn is also cool. But maybe bishop takes bishop. Hi there, Chuck. Chuck has subscribed for 14 months. That's like insane. I've even streamed for 14 months. Thanks, Jack. So he takes the bishop, queen takes, and now knight takes pawn, I think, is important. But I could be wrong. But yeah, when it's not your move.
I goofed this one.
No, keep going. What? Never give up.
I'm not going to give up, but not too.
You don't
actually, maybe something like.
He's going to block with a pawn. So what's the idea? So now threatening the rook. So he goes pawn takes pawn. And you go knight. Actually, if you go knight takes, you're going to get your queen forked. Not as if you've got that much choice, though.
I think this way is the best.
Yeah. Okay, he goes now bishop at e8. Actually, doesn't need. Yeah, bishop at e8, strong. There's no point taking your queen directly. Okay, well, why not? Okay, he takes your queen directly. But now, it's not the end of the world.
I think your move was better than his move.
Yeah, just a little bit. Tiny bit better. Now he goes knight takes knight here.
Oh, if he goes knight takes knight, he's busted.
Why? What's your threat?
Okay, that's a good move. Yeah, the pin is good. Pin makes sense.
Yes, it means you can't do stuff like at d2 because you can't take back. But you can go knight takes rook there. Knight takes rook, 4 seconds. And now you've got a rook for something. For what? I'm not sure. Oh, sorry about that. Oops.
Sorry.
Oopsie daisies. Let's see if I can get TV working. So turn TV on. Oh, it is working. So this setup, is it a setup the computer uses at all? Just,
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. Do you play at level 8? Do you play at the highest level?
Well, yeah, I sort of played 6, 7, 8. I only have 2 wins and a draw against level 8, so when I'm playing level 8, it's mainly to see what to do against the stuff it does against me at level 7.
I see. Okay, so he wants to stick a knight on e5, and if you ever take it, he gets a juicy pawn on that square, which frankly I would even sack to get rid of. Like sack knight for 2 pawns, just to clear out his stupid control. Giving up the bishop, eh? I'd have given up knights. You planning on the sack or not?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Let's think.
Just knight at b4 maybe, yeah. Takes, you just solidify your center. Yeah, nice, I like. See, that's positionally good.
Ash is saying to me, we always tried opening the F file, now I'm going to open the D file. Well, okay.
Don't see how. Yeah, that move's kind of annoying that he's just done. I don't know what to do against it. Yeah, I mean, that's probably what I'd have done. And then he pushes his pawn. And you just say, well, you don't have any other pawns, so there. And just maneuver around it, right? You go to d4 and then to e6. Is that right? I wish I could make arrows. I'm gonna leave GB Tammy a message on the pychess. So it's probably, and he's an American now, isn't he? Yeah, so he might be able to get my message.
GB Tammy actually lives in Hungary.
Oh, he does. Okay, I thought he used to live in Hungary, but now he's an American.
I'm not sure. Okay, if you're still there, how was your stream?
I don't think he's here, but maybe he is. Okay, so what actually happened? I thought he'd push his pawn, but he didn't. Instead, he just hit your chancellor. Yeah, I don't know about that. But he's going to push the pawn next, but then you just move your knight to d4, I assume. Okay, don't take it, because it just advances his own pieces. If he takes you, you take, and you just advance your pieces. So it's one of those, like, unless there's a good reason, I don't think this is worth taking. And maybe, like, couldn't you even just go e4 and just be really... it's kind of questionable.
Problem is the c4 pawn.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, c4 is a problem. And if you go bishop d3, he forks you. That's the other problem. Ah. Oh, no. Why? I mean, why not something else, which was knight takes pawn, pawn takes, and then chancellor takes pawn. And then you defend the c4 pawn, maybe. Anyway.
I think this is decent.
Yeah. This is just, it was another idea. Maybe he could have attacked your chancellor.
Queen.
Sorry, say it again?
Might sack a queen.
He might sack the queen, yeah. I don't know about that. I don't see why he should. You've only got a knight in hand. Like, what's there to be scared about?
And he's got archbishop takes c4 check, and he can get the queen back.
Archbishop takes c4 check. Oh yeah, that's true. He missed it. Nice move. I mean, just because it clears out, that piece is really dangerous. So basically, the one game you lost, by the way, was you just sacked everything rather than developing your pieces. That's the only thing you should be a little bit careful of. You've only got one piece in hand, so you can't win from here, as it were. But you can go knight, develop your own pieces, like knight c4 and so on. You need to somehow bring your own pieces into the attack.
Well, I don't know about that. I think it's more about controlling the right squares at the right times.
Yeah.
His pieces are all on the second rank too.
Yeah, so he has a slight advantage in that his pieces are in hand. That's just a tiny advantage. But you're doing, your position's actually quite much nicer in a way. Well, for now it is.
I don't know. I'd take black. I think black is doing all right.
Yeah. Do you take him just because he has pieces in hand? Okay, I'd definitely go knight c5 in this position, but okay.
c5?
Yeah. Develop, just develop. Yeah, that was the problem.
Yeah. I wanted to make him spend a piece and also cover I2 against the Chancellor drop.
Okay. I mean, I would, and if he lets you, I'd definitely sack a knight on that pawn.
You want me to sack for the pawn?
For the 2 pawns. I mean, if he lets you, I definitely would, yeah.
Yeah.
But having said that, he does have then a continued. He does get to hit your piece with the knight, and he gets initiative at the end of it, is the only thing. Like, you clear out his whole base in your structure, basically, but he then gets a tiny bit of initiative. You need to. The problem is, how are you going to develop? Okay. You need to somehow develop your pieces. I don't know how.
Yes, somehow.
It's difficult. It's like the distances are so great. It's just difficult. Mm-hmm. Like you haven't moved your rooks, but then you don't really want to move your rooks because it's a waste of time. But be careful. He's got knight at c5. You see, you need to somehow improve it. How are you going to improve your structure? Yeah, it feels like you're shuffling. In fact, you are shuffling. How you improve your position?
Yeah,
it is tough because he's just going to put his pieces slowly on, and then you're going to. Maybe the thing to do is go like h4, but it's so risky. Yeah, he did that knight move I was warning about.
Oh, that's a good move by him.
Yeah, but I was saying that 2 moves ago.
Oh, I didn't expect this.
No, just takes and replace. Takes replace a knight somewhere, wherever you like, basically one of those key squares. Either the C file or E file.
Yeah.
Oh, but it does open up your queen on the rook file, but I don't think that's a problem. As long as you have blockers. Yeah, this way, you take with the other one, so you don't open up the D file. No, this is the thing where you just want to. He somehow got into your position.
Yes.
Well, at least that square is protected, so you can just leave it there and try and work out what you can do to him.
He had better than this.
Did he? Okay. Okay. Oh, time is low. 15 seconds. Just take it. Chancellor takes.
It's forced, maybe.
Off. What to do? What to do? Maybe ideas of knight takes bishop and bishop at g6. Take the bishop and bishop at g6, maybe. Let's take the pawn, I mean.
I'm busted.
You can just take it. You can just take it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's not so good in time pressure, so just keep on.
I'm busted anyway. Couldn't find a move.
Flag, flag, flag. Takes. Okay. Ouch. Hard.
Right.
Knight and rook. So you didn't see the mate and 6 in this position for you. Nice speak. Okay. So you just lost 2 in a row. 1, 2.
Yes. This can happen.
So actually the scores are level at 7-all now. So this is like the decider, right?
Is this a decider? We might go first to 10, I don't know. He just keeps hitting rematch, just keep accepting.
No, that's good. As long as you got the energy, you keep going.
Yes.
I'm trying to understand. Okay, so I was looking from a smash perspective. Let's turn it around. See, he did this before. He just lost a pawn. So I think you're doing quite well. But I think he did that on purpose somehow. Like he's going to bring his rook to the c file and stuff like this. Yeah, you need to. Bishop on h, but the bishop on h9 is not doing much for now. Maybe bringing the rooks in, I don't know. Okay, so you're building a nice barrier against his bishop. So that seems to make sense. Although there is a queen check, by the way. It's just checks, it's no big deal, but it's like dark square issues.
Now he doesn't have the queen check.
Yeah. So he's going to move his knight exactly to there. Okay, so nicely defending that pawn. I mean, the queen check wasn't anything, but it's just something to watch out for in future. Okay, interesting. So if you take, you're giving him space. So you don't take that one. Yeah, if you take, you're just basically letting him into your position. So you can see he's going to work on the dark squares. Into your position, you're going for some kind of knight trap. I think he's just going to hide his knight, to be honest. Just hide his knight on J4. And the knight now is just forever out of the game, so you can just ignore it now. Never need to worry about that knight again. It's just like a dead piece. So you've won a piece by doing that. Okay, nice. So it's like I feel like you're doing quite nicely. So in the opening of this game. And actually, quite a few of these
roughly equal, maybe.
Yeah. Whereas I think that was the big difference in the first like 3 or 4 games was you're getting bossed about in the opening too much. Like this one is a bit more complicated. I think just reinforce. Maybe.
We let him force the draw.
Yeah, exactly. 7.5 all strong.
We'll take a grandmaster grandhouse draw.
Yeah, exactly.
Except Smash isn't here to draw. He's here to win.
Is that what he said? He is. Yeah. There is only 30 points behind you, but I guess there's a pressure on you as being 30 points higher rated. You have a duty to play for the win. So curiously, you have a weird knight move, by the way, which is knight to d4. It doesn't do anything, but it's just like weird that square is undefended. It's like all his pieces are around it, but that square is not defended. And actually, it's not completely stupid because there isn't then knight to b3, and you're just like you're just sticking your nose into his position. I think it's hilarious, right?
Yeah, I'm expecting Archbishop to be. Yeah, I expected this one.
Hang on, did he have that before? Before you pushed? Yeah, you could have gone knight. Yeah, the check only opened up later. Okay, yeah. I'd be tempted by that knight d4, knight's d4 to b3 maneuver. Win a rook, dump a rook on his back rank. On the J file or something, J1. Okay, he's trying to bring his knight back in the game, and also he's trying to bring his queen into the game. So that's like a dual purpose move. So the knight is coming into h3, and the queen he's hoping to open up to come into h6 one day, maybe. But anyway, I think you can ignore and do your own things. Like as I said, his big weakness in this position is d4. If you can make anything of it, like knight to d4, for example. But I don't know if there's anything there. No, but the knight's actually beautiful where it is. Or Archbishop to d4 again, but what does that do? It's not clear. Or reinforce. No, I don't know.
I like this one.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what it does, but yeah.
My idea is blocks with Archbishop. Archbishop takes, Queen takes, Archbishop to d5.
Yep, and then he backs off again, and then you trade.
Oh, he didn't.
So you're going to take the Chancellor? Do you see Chancellor?
Yeah, let's take the Chancellor.
Okay, you need to develop your pieces now. So which one needs developing? I've noticed you don't move your rooks much, but then...
Yeah, I'm noticing that too. He moves his rooks.
He moves his rooks a lot, yeah. But then he doesn't really use them necessarily, because you can only use the rooks if a file opens, otherwise you can't really use it. So you do have ideas of... No, you don't. You don't have a chance. I mean, you don't have an Archbishop. Yeah, so you never really want to open up files because his rooks are active, so you keep files closed. Does that help you? So what do you want to do with the pawn? Pawn at d4 maybe? Looks interesting.
I'm not convinced, honestly, but I just had to do something before I ran out of time.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Just move the king over, I guess. I just back off to e7. What's the big deal? I think e7 is defending the king, takes, and then dump it on g5, g7 if he tries to repeat. Yeah, I'd have kept it on d7. Yeah. Yeah. The bishop needed to belong on d7, but anyway.
Yeah, I'm actually just busted here.
Actually, I don't think you're busted. I don't think you're busted. Like, he has no entries.
Me.
Oh, I'm wrong. Okay, I missed that. Oof. He takes the 8-7 lead, right? It's been a comeback from him. Okay, we need to focus. I think this is his plan. He's just slightly trying to open up the files and then bring the rooks to those open files. It's kind of creative. Maybe hoping you lose tempo as well. Okay, but you've got a nice attack now on that pawn. So he's going to defend, but you can attack the pawn again with the knight. But then he pushes the pawn. But then you win the bishop. Okay, so yeah, this is good. I like it. So he has to push with his pawn to defend. Question is, can you afford to push your own f pawn? Push, takes. No, it doesn't really work, does it? Push, takes. No. What does that do? He just puts his bishop in the way. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Ooh. I wonder if you can ever push it. Yeah, pushing this f6 pawn. No, never. At some point, you need to figure out what to do with the archbishop on the a file, because it needs a better solution in life. That knight you can just move, I guess. Yeah. You can move the knight to d6 maybe. Because if he ever takes you, you open up the file on his king. You just back off. It's no big deal. Knight d6.
This one?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Takes. Okay, put the intermezzo check. No, it doesn't work. He takes it. Yeah, you want the rook, I guess. Oh, I just realised you have to be careful. b2 is weak. Completely missed that. b2 check, archbishop b2 check. It's a nasty one. That's annoying. You have to run. Oh, this is awful. Well, it's awful unless you can claim, oh, that archbishop is now trapped there. Okay, he's trying to hit c3. But you could just reinforce, like be bishop at. Okay, that's also nice. I guess take away from the center. Yeah. If you've got a chance ever, you want to do knight b7 maybe, but okay. For now, you need to defend. Maybe push a pawn. Oof! The problem is he can take and then take c3. King up, king up. Get active. Then if he goes bishop takes bishop, king takes. Yeah, king takes, king takes. This king is going to win the world.
King takes,
Yeah, king takes, king takes. You're not convinced. Yes, king takes, and then and then you can block on e5 or anything with checks. It's all completely fine. It looks completely silly. Because if you go queen takes, then he goes bishop takes archbishop takes c3. Oh, there is a diagonal I missed, which is the bishop, bishop I7 kind of stuff. I did miss that, unfortunately. So he might have something. So if you push a pawn or block with a pawn, what's he got? He's only got a pawn, but then he can bring that.
I should never have done takes, but then I should never have done half the moves I did.
Is it really that bad? Just block.
Pawn he had much better. Instead of bishop takes pawn, he had archbishop h5, which was much better.
Archbishop h5. Oh. Yeah. I mean, takes pawn looks strong, to be honest, but still, I think you're okay. I think maybe because you have a lot of material. You really have a lot of material here. You just need to just back off now. You kind of come and eaten up all his material, and now you just back off. As long as you can get away with it, you're just laughing to the bank.
I don't think I've ever survived. I don't think I've ever won a game with my king out this far in GRANDHOUSE.
Yeah, look what he's got in hand. I mean, he does have still lots of pieces not in hand. Okay, king back to f, whatever. And then. Oh, I see. He is taking on c3 regardless, but maybe. But then you got really nice. You got ideas on him.
I'm not worried about c3. I'm worried about archbishop to h5 or something.
Yeah, but you can just now run behind his knight. Never take his knight, by the way. Just run behind his knight. Go like.
If archbishop to archbishop to h5, I have to go bishop takes, or I have to go king.
Yeah, bishop. No, bishop takes absolutely. Yeah, bishop takes absolutely. But then what I'm trying to say is you never take his knight. Oh, knight. Don't worry about that. Just back off. Back off. Like, no problem at all with the knight. Don't want to fight with knights. Knights are fine. And you don't want to go to g2 really, because you've got knight takes. I mean, it's like, but maybe you do need to. I don't know. Because he's going to go at e4 kind of thing, and the question is, can you take it? Takes with check, and then he takes your queen, that kind of stuff. So that's a bit nasty. He didn't do that. Okay, now you're in business. This is all over now. You win the queen, like. As long as you're not getting mated. Oh no, whoa. Are you getting mated if you take the queen? Huh. So I was thinking of like rook at e2, but as long as you're not getting mated.
Yeah.
Are you getting mated? Because he's got. I don't think you're getting mated. He's only going to have a rook. You can take it. Archbishop takes.
And then rook takes.
Oh, rook's defending it. Okay, yeah. The move I'm really worried about is pawn at e4, like in this sort of position.
Now that you mention, I'm not too thrilled about.
Say it again. Say it again.
Now that you mention it, I'm not too thrilled.
Yeah. The point is, if you back off, he's then hitting the pawn on j3. If you back off the other way, yeah, it's tough. I mean, I think you just have to run back to g2 and g1. I'm not sure. g2, g1. He takes a rook. But you might have some mating ideas yourself. Yeah. So g2, knight takes pawn, g1. Oh, but he's got at f2. Takes the rook. Yeah, what's really nice, by the way, is your queen and chancellor actually defending the second rank. So it's actually not that bad. So he takes the rook, so what? The king is actually all the way... Oh, I thought... Okay. Yeah, okay. And now it's chance for counterattacks. And he's down to 15 seconds as well. Oh, giving a queen. So he's hoping to have mate. I don't think he's got a mate. So don't take anything, basically. I think... Oh, wow. You take with a check. Didn't see that. Huh. I mean, can you just take the rook and just say no? Does he have any threats? Okay, something more forcing.
Said he got surprised by a creepy promotion.
Oh, that was a promotion. Whoa. Was it promotion? Oh, it's a check. Yes, my goodness. Yeah, it was takes equals knight. Okay, yeah, that was quite amazing. Can you go knight takes rook or not? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, that's the situation we're in, as Froelich would say.
Well, you've used up all his pieces. So he's got no attack. It's quite nice, actually. And now you can go just queen check, or if you wanted to, or what else can you do? Knight check. He's got a knight check. You have a knight check because it's pinned. If you want it, knight check. You could have moved existing knight, but okay.
It moves, but okay.
Okay, does queen takes rook work is the question. Oh, okay. He wants archbishop. What's the archbishop for? It's all defended, that's nice. And pawn and a rook to finish. These pieces are so confusing. They're so confusing. It's like, what the heck is going on? Ah, okay. Now you've got a load of rooks. Just defend. Okay. Okay, he's going to take all his pieces. So that's the way of things. I was looking for mates, and he's like, no, I'm just going to take all his pieces. Okay, lots of rooks, lots of rooks. Yeah, archbishop, no, the archbishop first. Ugh.
This isn't mate.
Okay, it probably is. Yes. Nice. I was just thinking of another way of doing things. Well done, Jarl. So you level things up again at 8 all.
Okay. Maybe we'll do first to 10 here. Yes.
You texting him?
Moving because he's not losing the pawn. He's not losing the pawn. So I guess he wasn't losing the pawn on purpose. Learned to not lose his pawn. I've learned to use my rooks a bit better in this game.
Yeah. We can still lose the pawn now if he wants to. Okay.
Nice move by him.
Yeah, so it seems like only 2 viewers still. I'm not sure who they are, but so.
Well, we love you, and one of them's me. So.
Okay. So it's partly because I'm not the most popular streamer.
Oh, but you normally do better than 2 views.
It's normally like a tiny bit better, like 4 or 5. But or if unless I'm streaming on Lichess. If I'm streaming on Lichess, I can get 20, 30.
Yeah, I suggested we should get a bunch of people to do get on a call and do hand and brain.
I mean, there's a cheat I can do, by the way, in terms of this, which I can go pychess bracket spin-off of lichess.org, and then the stream would appear on the Lichess featured. But I'm worried that would annoy them. I've done that a few times.
I think we should try that at some point.
I've done that for Crazy House League stuff because I think that's I've done that just like once or twice for Crazy House League. Just said it's a spin-off, and the reason for that, I'd never have done that at all. But I know that Fiona just does random stuff on lichess.org when she's not always on Lichess. So playing music videos on YouTube or something. Basically she's had breaks during her streams when she's just basically chatting to viewers or Fiona
Who is this?
Fiona on Lichess. So she's a commentator, a chess commentator, and she's also married to Astana, so she's doubly famous. And Astana is a very good international master who really should be GM from Ireland. So he's working on these light squares. I mean, he's working on something in this sort of position, I am so tempted just to sack knights for 2 pawns, just because I'm worried about promotions. But yeah, you don't need to as long as you've got control on f7, as it were. This is interesting. Yeah. The problem is you're just allowed a pawn on drop on e7, which is hellish. But he's not doing. He hasn't got a pawn. That's why he's not doing it. Okay, that does explain a lot. Huh? What to do? What to do? Because you need to just get out of all these pins. Absolutely. Maybe just back off the king.
Mm-hmm.
But he has threats. No, maybe just.
we're going to be defending here.
It's fine. Well. The weird thing is that's completely fine because the Archbishop can come back into the game so easily. Like you have a check. You even have like check takes his Archbishop kind of ideas.
Yeah, I guess his bishop on
knight takes. Don't give him diagonals. Oh no, but then he takes your Archbishop. Okay, it doesn't matter, just take back. Ugh, but then his Archbishop. No, that's fine. Yeah, knight takes.
Takes, yeah. Suffering, whatever. Like if you make any major inaccuracies, I think I'm just lost.
Yeah.
We'll do our best.
Yeah. I mean, basically the big problem I see here is knight f8 at some point. It takes Archbishop and then knight f8. If he doesn't, yeah. I guess take it. Knight f8 now. Then I'm not sure. Do we sack? Maybe we sack, but we don't really have a counterattack. Maybe we do have a counterattack. So counterattack ideas would be stuff like Archbishop at f3, but that's just so wishful that you don't really have enough material. I think you got to sack. Yeah, why not do that, by the way? Bishop at f3. I mean, it looks dangerous.
I think he just backs off.
It looks dangerous. I think he has to take bishop f3. Maybe he takes and then backs off.
Okay, so if I'd have done bishop f3, king back to e1, what would my follow-up have been?
Bishop f3, king e1, and then maybe knight at g2. Then he has to go king to f2, and then you have Archbishop at e4 check, and you're threatening to take the queen next, so he goes backs off. Yeah, so you're winning the queen and stuff. Maybe. Looks dangerous. But I think you've got some like noise sensitivity or something like too high, and so that's why it sometimes doesn't pick up what you said, like just now.
I did try and fix that a while ago, but it never really did anything.
I can hear you now, but you have a kind of annoying move, which is I'm not sure if it does anything, but knight at e5, and the idea is you just want to get his queen with check at some point if he takes your queen. Sorry, ignore me. Knight takes queen is with check. Archbishop takes queen is with check. What a nightmare. Oof. Yeah, and then you're getting mated with a chancellor and a queen along your 7th rank. You can't really do anything. You have to just go for it. Yeah. So you have to try and get his king to the same color square as his queen, and then you can win. Yeah, so knight at g2 check. That doesn't work. Ooh, maybe. Yes, yes, yes. No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. I was just thinking.
What did you want?
Knight f3 check. Knight f3 check. Ah, before knight f3 check, and then archbishop to f2. Anyway, never mind. But yeah, you still have ideas. You still have ideas. Yeah, exactly. So that was my idea too. And now, yes. Oh, he's got 2 rooks, darn it. I was thinking, we finally got his king and queen on the same colour. We can do this. Hard. So he's defending. I like the defence.
I'm just me.
I don't see it yet, but yeah.
C6 would check.
Ah, I see, yes. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, nice. Oof. So 9-8 he goes. I'm going to take a look at that game. I haven't looked at many of these games with the analysis, but gosh, that was so interesting. I don't know if it doesn't always work, the analysis, that's the other thing. Okay, so I'm gonna try and I'm gonna just not look at the current game for a bit. I think it says 9-8 to him.
Yeah, that seems right.
So let's see. I'm looking at it from his perspective. So I'm trying to figure out what the critical point was. Oof, oh my goodness. So you were actually completely winning before sacking your chancellor on the bishop. That is incredible. That is incredible. You had mate in 18 before you sacked the chancellor on the bishop. But that's very difficult, the move it's saying. I mean, unfortunately, it doesn't give you the line, because it just says mate in 18. And it involves sacking an archbishop, which means you'd have to have taken the archbishop. And then I'm not even sure what the follow-up is. Maybe there was an easier mate earlier, but yeah, earlier there was a mate in only 13. So yeah, you had this really interesting attack that actually was legit. It was legit, right? It looked like you were completely lost, but it was completely legit. So, pawn at g2, bishop at f2. The key idea was a chancellor was an archbishop checking the king. I'm trying to work out what this means, because he can just take that archbishop, and then you want to use a knight somehow. Maybe is it taking the queen? I'm so confused. So basically, he was mostly winning the whole game. I mean, there's like episodes where it's roughly equal, but right at the end, you do have this mating attack. But I'm just not good enough to see why. Anyone in chat see it? Okay, I don't know. So archbishop takes f3, king takes. You then have a knight, so you could go knight here, but then he just takes this one. It doesn't work. What's the follow-up? I don't understand it. Okay, so instead you go this, king takes f2, and this doesn't work. Oh, it tells me here that part of the line. Okay. Archbishop takes f3, king takes f3, c takes, chancellor takes. Oh, Oh my goodness. Okay, so I can explain on the stream the idea. This is completely crazy. It's, I don't know the full line, but it's Archbishop here, King takes, Chancellor takes this one, check, backs off, Knight here, check. And you don't want to do this, or I come in here, and that's looking very dangerous probably. So you back off, but if you back off, I'm taking the bishop with check. So it's those sorts of ideas. So yeah, really quite hard to see. Takes bishop with check, cd1. Okay, because once I got the bishop, I'm then taking the queen with check as well. So yeah, so really crazy idea. So here, takes the bishop, backs off, knight here, and if you go away, I'm then taking the bishop with check with the chancellor, and if you back off here, I'm taking the queen, and you have to back off there because those squares are taken. Okay, why can't you back off here? Because I'm still taking the queen with check. Yeah. Now, what if I go chancellor check, king here, this one here, knight here, check, and I go here? But then with the chancellor, I'd probably go chancellor here. No, that doesn't seem to work. If he backs off here, just trying to work it out. Knight here, check, and then he has to go here. Oh, and then I still take the bishop with check, and again I'm winning the queen potentially. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And the chancellor is cutting off this rank, so you go to here or to here, you're then winning the queen with check. Okay, so I get the idea, and I kind of showed it on the stream, but that means I've missed your current game. So let's just join you now. What have I missed? Usual kind of...
Pretty tough.
Yeah, usual kind of opening setup. Nice flank attack. Ooh, you're going to have use for your rooks for once. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, and then you just go and block off the file. Great. I was getting excited for a moment that you're going to swing the rooks in, and then you blocked off the file, but maybe this is still interesting. You want to check, but you can just block the checks. It's not a big deal. Yep. I would throw in a check on, yeah, maybe it doesn't work. Yeah, never mind. I was thinking knight check, but okay, that doesn't really do anything. But basically what I learned from that last game is archbishops are blooming dangerous pieces.
Yes, archbishops.
I didn't mean archbishops, I meant chancellors, sorry. Yeah, chancellors. Because in that last game, the mating sequence was you just literally sacrifice an entire archbishop to get a check with the chancellor, which triggers off a whole meeting sequence. Because the chancellors can like control the whole second rank and also, you know, threaten taking pieces with check and so on. Okay, so it's a free bishop if he wants it. But you just take back, I guess. Oh, but so basically the problem is f3. Is f3 an issue? Is f3 an issue or not? If you just take f3, back off, might be an issue. Oh, that's nice. I missed that. Interesting. He's not going to take your knight because you're going to promote to like oh, you can't promote to anything. You promote to a bishop or something. Or you don't promote, you wait until you sack something later. Is that true? You can not promote and then sack it later.
Ooh, I don't know.
Tricky. Yes. So what's that knight doing? It wants... I mean... What if you just go rook f2? Okay, no, never mind. Because basically the plan for your king is just go and hide behind g1. Go and hide on g1. And say, like, that knight's going to protect my king. Don't give him a knight. But then he takes that pawn. That's no good. I wonder if you can just... And the problem is if he's taking that knight and promoting to something else. But maybe he doesn't have anything to promote to. He has every piece already on the board. So... Oh, he's got no blockers. He has every piece already on the board, so maybe you can just ignore and lose the knight. Difficult. That bishop check didn't really work out. What the heck? What are you doing? You promoted to a knight. How come? Oh, because he only has one knight. Okay, fair enough.
It's kind of hard to keep track of what can get promoted to what.
You have to be observant of what you've got on the board. Oof, that's a nasty fork.
He's full of rooms.
It's a major piece fork. Oh, you get 2 pieces. Okay, but then he gets pieces back. This is confusing as heck. You can take on bishop, take bishop. Maybe.
What do you want me to do?
I was thinking take bishop, but maybe, maybe not. Take. Oh, that's nice as well. Maybe you got something. Knight check. Maybe you got something. I was thinking of taking the bishop, but maybe you got something nice. Maybe even like mating somehow. But you want to check, probably. Checks are good. What? You're just hanging your knight.
Knight to check with.
Yeah, but I thought check with the knight first. You already have a knight to check with. Oof. Okay, you have a knight check. You can just throw that in to starters. And now another knight check. No, that doesn't work. Okay, yeah. Oh, but it gives you a rook. It's difficult. Okay, time 5 seconds. Gosh. Knight takes pawn check, maybe.
He's gonna have mate here.
And you don't have mate as well. That's the other problem. Or you do have mate. No, he can run away. Think, do you have mate at all? Takes. Oh, you have mate. You have a mate. That's amazing. So you have a mate which is pawn at I8 and then rook at G10 and
Pawn
then...
at I8's not legal.
Oh, that's not legal. Ugh, yuck. Because the idea was rook on the back rank and then rook swings in to G8. Checkmate. Then he doesn't. He gets away actually. He gets away. He gets away to E9. Okay, ignore me.
He has mate.
He does. Let's see.
I don't know, maybe. This Smesh's 10th win. I might just concede after this. If it is. We'll do first to 10.
I think he's on 9-8. I could have miscounted, but I think he's on 9-8. But, you need to fix on this game. Take the queen. Takes the queen.
How would I take the queen?
I don't know. King takes queen? Oh, it's protected. Darn.
Oh no. Yeah.
Oof. Those chancellors.
Takes archbishop and archbishop. Yeah, this is over.
Show me the mate.
Double check.
Double check. Oof. Back off. Oof. Arabian mate. Oof. I lost the TV. Well, it's a good comeback from him. What is he lost? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think he won. He won 10 games.
And to what, 7?
10 to 8.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah. Hi there, Alina 4D. So I think Alina's also been watching. And she says, smashy, smashy. So I was going to have a quick look at that analysis of the last game. I showed on stream the Crazy Mate. If you check it out later, if you didn't see it, in the penultimate game. In this game, in that final position, Black is winning. Yeah, we knew that. But was there anything? Apparently Black is still winning here. Thought you could throw in some checks. Back to this position. Yeah, white is still safe. I'm just wondering if there's like a moment when you, because the whole final sequence it's saying Black was like minus 30 or something. The whole time, like last, you know, like the last 20 moves, he's like minus 30 the whole time. Yeah, and it's about 20 moves from the end when it goes wrong with, yeah, it didn't like the knight going into the corner. Like, it was already bad, but the knight going into the corner wasn't great. And the other move it really didn't like was the move before knight going to the corner. Yeah, that bishop check, which you just blocked with the pawn, kind of wasted that nice bishop. And before that, it was equal. So that's how things turn quite quickly. The bishop check, which you could just block, and then the bishop was out of the game. But then he was doing quite well earlier in the game as well. But then you were doing well earlier in the game as well. So, oh yeah, you missed knight takes when he played pawn at on move 19. When he played pawn at e5, you could just take it and win his queen. Oh, but the queen's defended.
Go back.
Queen's defended though. So move. This is not a big thing, but it's knight takes e5, d takes e5. Do you take the queen or not? Queen takes. Yeah, I guess you take the queen. He takes back.
I did consider this.
And then you take one of his major pieces, something like this. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought his queen was defended twice, but it's only defended once.
It is defended twice, but it's defended by majors. So there's a potential to.
Oh, his queen is only defended by the archbishop. I'm attacking a queen twice if he takes.
Yeah, it's also defended by the chancellor.
Oh yeah, I just didn't.
The chancellor also defends.
Yeah, no, you're right. So why is it so good?
Yeah, good question. I mean, I think it's just good because a rook is worth more than the chancellor, kind of thing. I mean, a rook is worth less than a chancellor, that kind of thing. I mean, it wasn't huge. It wasn't huge. So the point, but that's when things started going downhill after you didn't take that. It felt like that whole sequence before that. It felt like you were actually basically it's you were winning in the opening, and not only that, your advantage in the opening just kept on increasing. That's what it thought. So it was really nice playing the opening from you that game until you didn't take that pawn, and then it was like equal, slightly better for him, and then you had one more chance. Well, no, it was equal and slightly better until that double sequence of moves, check, and put your knight in the corner, and it was like you got a knight in one corner of the board, a bishop on the edge of the board in the other, and suddenly it's minus 25, and he's got a big attack, and he never really had, never even had like a chance to come back after that, crazily enough. Oof.
Well, I'm sure we'll play another match, and I'll try and screw up less. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks for streaming.
Yeah, good games. He's now number 1 though. He breaks 1800.
Yes.
So,
this is what we want.
Yeah. Where do you actually see the?
It's under players.
Under players, cool. Crazyhouse, Jarl is number 1. Darkness chess. Jarl is the best chess player, the best chess 960 player, the best placement player. You should screenshot this and share. Kataska is the best S house player. Kappa House, Jarl's the best Kappa House player, and Jarl's the best Grand player. And Grand House Smash Time Falls is the best Grand House player, and he's just proved it by winning 10-8. Okay, you're gonna have to overturn that, Jarl. Okay.
I'm gonna study hard and try and come back.
Yeah, you're gonna have to run them all through the engine. Okay, I'm just joking. You can't run them on Lichess. That's the thing, though. So you can't go into the lines. Pychess doesn't have an artist board yet. That's the thing.
No.
Smash Time Falls in the chat. He says, "Thanks for the stream. I'll have to look at the video to see the games from Jarl's perspective." Okay. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks, Jarl, for joining, and thanks, Smash, for putting on a match as well. Bye, everyone.